As we get ready to start the game, we'll announce the captains, and then our friend Chris will be singing the national anthem. We'll let you know when it's time to look to the west side of the field. For your Montgomery Vikings, the captains tonight are number 1, Isaiah Wright, number 7, Bobby McGovern, number 56, Jim Bavu, and number 75, Donovan Patterson. For the St. Vincent de Paul Mustangs, their captains are number 4, Nico Antonini, number 8, Jack Davis, number 20, Rafa Perez, and 32, Dylan Brown. Let's welcome the Mustangs as they come into our home and take on the Vikings.
We're at Jason Frenchie Field on the campus of Montgomery High School, where tonight we bring you the St. Vincent Mustangs at 3-0, taking on the Montgomery Vikings at 2-2. St. Vincent is in the NBL-Oak Montgomery in the Redwood. Should be an interesting non-league matchup here early on as we get set now for tonight's national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home
Thank you, Chris. Great job.
Nice job,
Let's play some
Chris
football.
Ruda, as we get set for this one. Hello, everyone. I'm Dave Cox, joined by Michael Barabalt, and kind of an interesting matchup. The last time St. Vincent lost a regular season game was to Montgomery here at Montgomery. Last year, they took care of Montgomery on their home field. But one of those matchups, you know, real small school, St. Vincent, less than 200 students, Montgomery, a traditional large school power, and yet in the age of competitive equity, here we are, and it should be a pretty good matchup tonight.
Yeah, you got a Redwood and Oak matchup. St. Vincent, the defending champion of the NBL-Redwood the last 2 years. Montgomery kind of was in the Redwood, then went back up to the Oak and has struggled a little bit, but it's 2-2 to start the season, and they're looking to get one on their home field tonight.
Yeah, both teams will throw the ball quite a bit. Sophomore quarterback for St. Vincent will be interested to see how he does tonight. And for Montgomery, of course, their big guy is Isaiah Wright, the 6'4" wide receiver. They'll try to get him the ball. He's got a lot of D1 schools looking at him. The question is, can they get him? Can they get him in space? And how will St. Vincent cover him tonight?
Well, and you look at his athleticism. He's got 23 catches for 329 yards, 3 touchdowns. He is quarterback Bobby McGovern's favorite target, no doubt about it. And with St. Vincent's skill guys, you got Ty Nickens and Jack Davis on the defensive end, who I'm pretty sure will match up on him, and we'll see how St. Vincent tries to cover that throughout the game.
Dropping back deep is Amasi Rabakawaga. He is going to be playing running back tonight for Montgomery with Quentin Perez out. He's more of a rugby guy, but he'll be trying to do it here tonight for them. But they kind of plan on throwing a lot. I think they're going to try to get the ball in the air with their quarterback, Bobby McGovern, as St. Vincent puts the ball in play. St. Vincent wearing their white with red and blue trim. Montgomery wearing their gray, and a decent return out to about the 44-yard line. Montgomery on their first play gets a big one, and there is their quarterback, Bobby McGovern, taking the field.
And McGovern completes 61% of his passes, 9 touchdowns for 813 yards. Does have 4 picks in 4 games, so again, look for St. Vincent skill guys. You got Jack Davis, Malcolm Rooks, who's coming to Bowdoin College. They're going to be looking. It looks like we may have a flag.
Yep, looks like Randy Mora is going to get to work early on here. Our referee, and that's going to move Montgomery back. They had great field position, now not so much. Wow, way back. This is going back inside the 20-yard line. If you talk to Coach Vertus Patton, this is the thing he talks about with his team, the mistakes they make, trying to limit those and play a complete game. That's what they really need to work on, this Montgomery Viking team. They've kind of been up and they've kind of been down. They knocked off Bethel rather handily. They had a good game last week against Hayward, but you never really know what's going to happen even from half to half with the Vikings. McGovern out of the gun, pitches it out, and not much there. St. Vincent is right on the play, coming up and making a nice hit for them is number 55. That's Rob Rooks, one of their best defensive linemen. He's a junior at 6'2", 250 pounds. Nice defense right off the bat.
And Coach Trent Herzog loves his defensive line. He's even told me as much that this is the best defensive line he's ever coached.
McGovern on 2nd and long, trying to get it to Isaiah Wright, and they do, but right there to make the play is Malcolm Rooks.
Pass complete.
Not much of a gain.
One right.
See Montgomery going right there one-on-one with Wright and Rooks. A little short completion, picks up about 5.
3rd and 5.
Nice play by Rooks, and we are having our first 3rd down play of the ball game here.
Tackle was made by
Looks
9
like
Rooks.
we have an equipment problem. One of the wide receivers is going to come out, and that's a tough one on 3rd down. That's Chris Adams, their 2nd leading receiver. He'll have to step aside for a second as Owen Graff steps in. McGovern looking over the line. Early on here at Jason Frenchie Field, sun setting to the west of us. McGovern in trouble. He has to roll. Now he'll keep, and he will lose 5 yards. And a late marker comes down. Making the play was Noor El Belissi. He's a 6'1", 270-pound defensive lineman. But we'll see what the call is right here. Could have been helmet to helmet. Not sure.
I think they're going to get.
Tackled by 56.
Couldn't tell if it was number 8 or 6, Jack Davis or Joseph Edwards on possible late hit.
No gain on the play. It'll be.
Randy Mora says move the chains.
The flag on the play is a personal foul on the defense.
And the tough penalty, you get a stop on 3rd down, and the penalty is going to cost you a 1st down there.
So Montgomery gets their first down of the ball game. Move it out to the 30-yard line. McGovern with a fresh set of downs. Single back. Isaiah White right with one-on-one coverage here to the near side. They'll hand it off. And again, that defensive line, ball popped out, but the whistle had blown. St. Vincent defensive line is right there to make the play. Rob Rooks kind of blowing things up in the middle of that line. Here it is.
Yeah, they had him beat right off the snap, the line, and looks like they had whistled that down for forward progress. Kind of an early whistle that time.
Yeah, definitely. Nico Antonini was also in on the hit. It's going to be 2nd and a little more than 10.
Again, that defensive line, that's the strength of this St. Vincent defense with Rooks and Ebelissi.
One thing about St. Vincent that we'll see if it makes a difference as the game goes on is they have a lot of guys going both ways. Small school, you got a lot of guys playing different positions and playing on both sides of the ball. Again, equipment issues for Montgomery.
And on St. Vincent's side, only fielding about 25 to 30 players on the varsity roster, so conditioning definitely a big part. But they're used to playing on Saturday afternoons when it's really hot, so they're used to going both ways and playing in the heat. Now playing on a Friday night, a little bit easier in that sense.
Apparently some of the Montgomery players' pants are not covering their knees, and that's what the refs are holding the game up and having them leave for. A nice little swing pass, and getting out to about the 36-yard line is Amasi Rabakawaka. He is the 5'10", 170-pound running back tonight. He's, like I said, more of a rugby guy, but they're really excited to see him. He's really learning the game and getting a lot better. That was a decent play. Antonini was in on the tackle that time.
Pick up a 7 yards. It'll be 3rd and 3. The Vikings at 37.
Still spreading out. They tried that misdirection a couple plays ago where the ball came out.
3rd down. McGovern, he'll have to roll. He's got some room. And coming back to the ball, did he get it? Apparently so. Officials are talking it over.
Incomplete, looks like, out of bounds.
So it'll be 4th down. Here it is again.
Yeah, again, that defensive line just blowing it up, forcing McGovern to scramble. Has to throw off balance. And,
I don't think he was able to keep a foot in there.
Yeah.
It was close.
Good coverage by the St. Vincent secondary.
So Montgomery's going to punt. Isaiah Wright will be doing the punting today. Kind of interesting. Jack Davis back to receive. Injured Viking on the play. Davis back at about the 32-yard line. There he is. Low snap. Wright's going to take off, and he's got some room.
Wow.
Look out. Isaiah Wright has a 1st down. Isaiah Wright right down the middle of the field, and he is gone. Touchdown, Montgomery. Pretty sure it was a broken play.
Vikings.
Yeah, it looked like it. When you get a guy like Isaiah Wright in space, look out. And you figure having him as your punter, you can afford to have plays like this, and certainly benefits Montgomery now. Wow.
What a heads-up play by Isaiah Wright. I wouldn't swear to it that it was a broken play, but it was a low snap. He was getting some pressure, and he saw that right side was open, and he took off.
Well, and you see teams do that sometimes with their quarterbacks where they'll set up behind center and then drop back at the last second. Isaiah Wright was already all the way back. And like you said, probably a low snap there, and he was able to get in space.
Low kick, and he got it through. So Montgomery scores right off the bat. They lead 7-0. Got another angle of the touchdown for you.
And that offensive line blocking for that fake punt. That's amazing.
Antonini kind of overran him, and that's what allowed Isaiah Wright. I thought he was just going to get the 1st down and maybe a little bit more, but was able to use that speed to break away.
See the Montgomery crowd pretty darn excited about that. I got one more angle of it for you. Oh, no, it's the same one.
49 left in the first quarter.
I do have another
Vikings
angle.
7, the visiting St. Vincent de Paul Mustangs 0.
The speed he showed when he got into the secondary was amazing. Watch him blow by all these guys as he comes around the corner. And then right there, he accelerates past 2 Mustangs.
Yeah, and Joseph Edwards, the last chance, wasn't able to run him down.
Number 2, Nickens, and number 4, Antonini to receive the opening or the kickoff from Montgomery.
So St. Vincent hasn't had the ball yet. Nickens takes this one. Little stutter step, and he gets out past the 35-yard line. So now we will see Gabe Casanova, the sophomore quarterback for St. Vincent.
Number 2, Nickens on the
Gabe
return.
Casanovas, young kid,
from Montgomery.
just getting his 4th varsity start. Does complete 70% of his passes, 626 yards, 8 touchdowns, just a pair of interceptions, and they're going to spread it out. They'll get it to Jack Davis. They'll get it to Ty Nickens. Joseph Edwards, another option. Same thing running the ball. They lost Kai Hall last year, an all-time Empire rusher, and they spread it out amongst Davis, Edwards, and Casanovas himself has really started to develop a run game and to make that a weapon in his pocket.
Yeah, he has been very effective running the ball. We'll see if that happens tonight. They swing it back to the near side. Good play, and they pick up about 8 yards. Ty Nickens with the catch. He's a junior. And a nice play to start things off for the Mustangs.
And they're going to try and get it to Nickens a lot, get him in space, similar to what Montgomery's going to try and do with Isaiah Wright.
Number 2, Nickens on the reception.
Nickens very athletic, very explosive.
2 at the 39-yard line.
And similar to Wright, get him in space, and you'll see him accelerate.
Hubbard. And 50, George. 2nd and 2.
Casanova looking things over. He was at Cloverdale last year, and he's back to pass, straight back, throwing left side, high, caught. Nice catch. Antonini has a first down in Montgomery territory. So right off the bat, the Mustangs move the ball.
Yeah, another playmaker, Nico Antonini. See Casanova's looking it over, is looking his way the whole time. Gathers and makes the throw.
Pass complete.
Perfect pass.
Thinking about Mason Cattarelli, Cloverdale.
Oh, there you go.
He's got, this is his last game. He's got to sit out, and then he'll be
eligible next week.
Eligible next week. They'll be up in Fortuna.
Ooh, that's a long trip.
First and 10, St. Vincent de Paul.
First handoff, and spinning for about 6 yards, Joseph Edwards. Decent play for the back.
Another key to that line I was talking about on the defensive end, but also on the offensive end was Jack Oliphant.
By number 33,
see him over there at left tackle, number 52.
A lot of movement, flags and whistles. Randy Mora will take care of this for us. Montgomery jumping.
Flag on the play, encroachment on the defense. Advance the ball 5 yards. Result of the penalty will be 2nd and 2 for the Mustangs at the Vikings 32-yard line, 33-yard line.
I talked about the run games. Davis at the 123 yards on the ground. Edwards 131, and then Casanovas, the 3rd leading rusher, with 103. He really upped his run game in the last 2 games against Balboa and Oakland Tech.
2nd and 2. Comes Edwards again. He's got the first down as he gets down to about the 29-yard line, a gain of 4. Mustangs showing the ability to move the ball on the ground and in the air today.
Number 8,
coming
Davis
up making the hit that time was Alex Lopez for the Vikings.
Tackle by number 13, Lopez.
See Dylan Brown now going to enter, receiver to the near side.
Pitch it out to Nickens. And Nickens gets down to about the 26-yard line. Mentioned last year's game at halftime, St. Vincent was ahead 42-7 last year. The Vikings kind of made a little comeback in the second half. See a decent crowd filing in now here on a Friday night.
Tackled by 13, Lopez. Pick up a 4, it'll be 2nd and 6 at the Vikings.
St. Vincent with definitely a lot of playmakers in Davis and Antonini, Ty Nickens. A lot of options. Tyler Shalou as well.
Talked about the fact that St. Vincent and Oak, they spent many years in the NCL, you know, and then all of a sudden competitive equity, they move up into the NBL-Oak, and they've done well. Here comes Casanovas keeping himself, and he gets down to about the 13-yard line. Nice decision. Or actually about the 17-yard line, but that should be good enough to move the chains.
And, of course, the success of the last 2 seasons. Won the NCS title in 2021. Got back to the title game last year, lost in heartbreaking fashion. So now they're up in D6. And they've proven themselves, along with Fortuna. Next week will be a big game. Fortuna, last time I checked, was 3-0 as well. So St. Vincent heading up there. That'll be a big game.
There's Trent Herzog on that far side of the field. Came over here from Casa Grande High School in his 6th season with the Mustangs. 1st and 10. Nice drive for St. Vincent. Jack Davis takes the handoff and gets down to the 16-yard line, gain of a couple. Better job in the middle there by the Montgomery defense. I believe the first man on the scene that time was Jim Babu.
Number 8 Davis on the carry. Brought down by 56 Babu. 2nd and 7. At the Vikings 16-yard line.
Babu, 8th tackle of the season. Riley Hallen, the junior, is the one all over the field for Montgomery this year. 27 tackles coming in.
2nd down and 8. Mustangs on a real nice drive here on their first possession, trailing 7-0. The electrifying punt return by Isaiah Wright, or fake punt, I should say, or broken play punt. I'll have to ask Vertus about that later. Straight back to pass. Casanovas has some room to run if he chooses to, and he does. And he'll be close to a 1st down, right near the 10-yard line. Tuck and go that time. Didn't really have anybody to throw to. Good job by the Montgomery secondary.
And he kind of saw some indecision, right? He takes off the run, then maybe drop back. Maybe he's got a guy, and then he's going to take off again.
Keeps the ball.
And get some positive yards.
Jack Davis takes it straight up the middle, and he plows his way to about the 5-yard line. 1st and goal. Nice job by the offensive line for St. Vincent. Pushing forward. And the Mustangs have an opportunity here to tie this up on their opening possession. Clock continue to roll. It's been a fast first quarter. Each team has only had the ball one time, and here we are, under 3 minutes and 30 seconds to go in this first quarter. 1st and goal, Mustangs. Davis the lone back with Casanovas. Ball's loose. Casanovas dives on it. Wow, that could have been disaster for the Mustangs. Not sure what happened.
And it looks like they pulled the backside tackle, Jack Oliphant,
the Mustangs back,
possibly the left guard, C.J. Perez. You see C.J. Perez leaning there, number 54. And they pulled both of them, and just I think Casanovas wanted to keep that and just slipped out of the hand.
2nd and goal now. Back him up to the 10-yard line. This time he does hand it off, and Davis is taken down at the 8-yard line. Montgomery getting in there nicely. Donovan Patterson in on the play for the Vikes.
And off to number 4, down to the 6-yard line, in on the tackle. Number 70 Sanchez and 56 Babu. The 3rd and goal for the Mustangs at the Vikings 6-yard line.
Big play coming up right here. Be interesting to see if they don't get it here, if Trent decides to go for it or take the 3 points. Under 2 minutes to go here. First quarter, 3rd and goal. Pitch out. Nickens has trouble with it, and look out. He is taken down way back at the 14-yard line. Nothing doing there as Alfonso Ortega makes the play, but
fun.
Just a pitch out that goes awry.
70 Sanchez and number 6 Pressler.
See, Nickens was going left. The pitch was to his right.
4th and goal for the Mustangs.
And came back to try to get it. And again, slipped out. I got about 4th and 15 now, 4th and goal.
And they're going to go for it. 3 receivers to the near side.
They got right on Ty Nickens.
Looking right. Now Casanovas tries to keep, and he goes down, but look out. He might have been face masked or horse collared on that play.
Yep, that's going to be a first down. So St. Vincent gets a stop, gets called for a penalty for a first down. Now it looks like Montgomery's going to have the same thing happen to them.
Here's Randy Mora.
And they're moving the ball up half the distance, looks like.
They're going to remain 4th down, however. Or did they
foul on Montgomery, face mask.
See if we can see it. And we have a timeout. Casanovas starts left, comes back to the right. Here comes the face mask, right?
Yep.
There. Oh yeah.
That's an easy call.
All right, we'll step aside for just a moment and be right back with more action.
What's up, guys? I'm Natalie Goodrich, the Director of Transit here at New Vintage. Transit is our middle school environment for 6th through 8th graders. We meet every Sunday, 5 to 6:30. If you are a middle school student or you know a middle school student, this is the place to be on Sunday nights. It's not called the best night of the week for nothing. We play games, we are always fun, we are always helpful, and we have such a great time. We promise you'll leave wanting more and excited to come back the next week. So, we'll see you next week, Sunday night, 5 to 6:30 here at New Vintage Church. Bring your people, get ready to have some fun.
So a big 4th down play coming up right here. Or no, they changed it to 1st down. Now they're back to 4th down. So
must have been a 5-yard penalty then.
I guess, but it looked pretty blatant to me. I mean, he turned his head around on that.
Well, they did go around half the distance. It was at the 15. Now they're at the 8.
Well, it's going to be 4th and goal. They're at the 9 or the 8, right around that area. Casanovas looking right. Now he throws it. Man in the back of the end zone. Jack Davis, he can't get it. No flags. Montgomery has held.
Pass is incomplete. And the Vikings
will take over.
How about that defense?
Yeah, looks like he was looking for Davis. He comes over the middle. Looks like it was
just off the fingertips.
Yeah. Would have been close too. Davis was in the back of the end zone. Would have been close if he would have kept his feet in.
So Montgomery takes back over. Great drive for the Mustangs.
Montgomery struggling to get guys on the field.
McGovern on about the 1, takes the snap, drops straight back, looking deep. Isaiah Wright can't get it. Great coverage that time, stride for stride, Malcolm Rooks.
As I mentioned before, Rooks committed to Bowdoin College.
Pass is incomplete, broken up.
He's got that speed, he's got that athleticism.
10 for the Vikings.
And he's got a tough task tonight with Isaiah Wright.
Curtis Patton also in his 6th year at the helm of Montgomery. Both these coaches in their 6th seasons with their respective programs. .47 seconds left here in this first quarter. McGovern looking things over again. And this play is not going to get off. Randy Mora has been pretty busy here early on.
Ball start on Montgomery. It'll be half the distance to the goal.
It's going to back the Vikings up.
And you mentioned that.
That'll be second.
Disciplinary nature of Montgomery.
From the 3.5
We've seen it bite him twice already. Well, they were able to get that stop on that second 4th down. Saw that face mask, and Now false start here backs him up even more.
2nd and long. McGovern throwing out of his own end zone, a little bit long and incomplete.
Pass is incomplete. It'll bring up 3rd down.
And Ty Nickens on the coverage there for St. Vincent. They're going one-on-one with these Montgomery receivers, and they have the athletes to do that.
4 penalties already for the Vikes.
St. Vincent going with an extra back on the defensive end right now.
That pass is incomplete.
Yeah, Isaiah Wright looking for a flag there. I wasn't sure. I
Pass
couldn't
attempt
tell
incomplete. It'll bring up
from
4th
here
down for Montgomery.
if there was any grabbing or not. But good job by St. Vincent getting a quick 3 and out there.
So now the Vikings will have to punt again. This is where things got interesting last time, but it'll be a little different. He's going to be in his own end zone. I was talking about this before the game a little bit as the wind was blowing in the early afternoon. They used to play Saturday afternoons here. Albert Higgs still has the record for the longest punt in CIF history from the west end zone all the way to the east end zone, a 98-yard punt. That's still the CIF record.
Wow.
High snap. He handles it and he
short.
kicks it straight up in the air. And he downs it himself at about the 6-yard line. Oh, my goodness.
That might be the shortest punt in CIF
Well,
history.
that could be, yeah.
Well, you can't ask for a better field position if you're St. Vincent's right now. Inside the 10.
They mark it right at the 6, so the
result
Mustangs
of the
get a
punt
big
is
break,
the
and they're
Mustangs
right back on
have
the
it.
field. Credit their
1st and
defense
10
for making it
at the
happen with
Vikings'
23 seconds left
7-yard
here
line. First
in
and
this
goal,
first
actually.
quarter.
They bring in Liam Daly to be the fullback in this scenario. We'll see him there, number 44. Wonder if they go to him right here.
They do, straight ahead, pushing forward. Going to be close to the end zone. They're going to spot it about an inch out. Straight ahead, Liam Daly, the fullback, plowing forward.
Mustangs run it down
And it
to
wouldn't
just
surprise
inside
me
the 1-yard line.
Say they may go back to him,
2nd
but
and goal.
Castanova's just going to be free in the backfield.
Penalty marker down. Clock has expired. It's going to be against the Mustangs,
False
so
start on
take
the
that
offense. It'll
5
back it up
yards
5
away.
yards. So it'll be 2nd and goal just outside the 5-yard line for
If
the
they're going to
Mustangs.
run another play or call that the end of the quarter.
Looks like that'll be the quarter.
That's going to be the quarter. So 7-0 Montgomery after 1. We'll take a break right
That's the
here
end of
and
the
be
first
back
quarter
with more
your
in
Montgomery
just a moment.
Vikings 7 and the visiting Mustangs 0. Switch ends of the field and we will resume shortly.
Vincent de Paul, the support from teachers and peers is at a higher level than any of the larger public schools. When you really need help, you can go to a teacher and get that help. You never have to worry about not understanding a subject completely because there's always ways to get help around that. With a small class size, you can really communicate well with the peers around you and find new friends and new interests with other people.
My experience here at St. Vincent de Paul has been beyond imaginable. The academics are amazing. My expectations have been passed. Everybody is so welcoming here. The teachers focus on you as a student and not just on like teaching in class, and it's amazing.
When I realized that I wanted to go to college, four-year college after high school, more was expected of me to do well in my classes, and I think that the academic rigor at St. Vincent de Paul has really helped me thrive to accomplish my goals.
All right, we're ready for the second quarter now. Mustangs have it at the 7-yard line. 2nd and goal. Pitch out near side. Davis gets the corner, touchdown. Jack Davis.
Touchdown Mustangs. Number 8 Davis on the run. And Petaluma's on the board.
Solo sweep to the outside, and Davis gets the edge for his 5th rushing touchdown of the season.
Chance to tie things up now. And we are all tied up.
And the extra point is good, and we have a tie game with
7-7. We'll be right back with the kick.
Hey, my name is Darren. I live here in Santa Rosa. This is my city. This is your city, and together, this is our city. And whatever the color of your skin, whatever the background, your story, your beliefs, we're stuck here together in this beautiful part of the planet. So we asked the question, what would it look like to love and support one another? So we're raising $100,000 and we're giving every penny of it away. We're throwing a party September 24th, Sunday night from 6 to 8 p.m. right here on the square in downtown. There'll be food trucks, there'll be face painting, there'll be live local talent, Ryan Woodard, Dustin Saylor, Seth Condry, and the New Vintage Band. It's gonna be an epic night. You don't wanna miss it. Click below to see all the organizations we're supporting that are helping people right here in our city. And click the donate button and get involved today.
St. Vincent ties it up. Bobby McGovern waiting to get back on the field now. And here comes the kickoff. Taken back inside the 10. Good return for the Vikings. Out to the 35-yard line. That is Rabakuwaka. Let's take a look at the touchdown again.
Number 30, Rabakuwaka.
Again, just a simple out. Nice block there by the near side receiver, Ty Nickens. Davis gets the edge there for the score. Tyler Shalou making the play on that kickoff.
Montgomery starts 1st and 10 just inside the 35-yard line.
See if Montgomery can respond. They've struggled their first couple drives. Trying to move the ball. Of course, that one touchdown we mentioned was on that punt. It could have been a fake punt, maybe just a bad snap.
Yeah, not sure. We'll have to figure that one out. Hugo will ask Vertus at halftime. We'll see what's up with that. McGovern to throw, rolling. Just hasn't had any time, and he throws it a little high for Isaiah Wright.
Yeah.
Blanketing him again is Malcolm Rooks. He's done a pretty good job on Wright so far.
Oh, and seems like every time McGovern's been back to pass, he's been in trouble right away. He's had to scramble and throw off balance. And that defensive line, CJ Perez, Rob Rooks, Norel Belissi, and Jack Oliphant, creating a lot of problems for that Montgomery offensive front.
7-7, 2nd and 10 now with 11:36 to go. We're in the second quarter. Bobby McGovern takes the snap. Immediately has big pressure, but room to run if he keeps. McGovern gets to the 40, has a first down, and steps out at the 49-yard line of St. Vincent. Good decision by the Montgomery QB as he picks up a first down for the Vikings.
Number 7, Bobby McGovern on
gets
the
pressure, but
keeper.
is able to get right back up the middle and use his speed
for the Mustangs
to get around. Nice job by McGovern there, making something out of nothing.
Shoved out by Antonini that time. Very close to a late hit.
Yeah. At the 49-yard line.
Yeah, Montgomery could have had an argument on that one.
First and 10 Montgomery, markers down before the snap.
Yeah, they're going to get CJ Perez for lining up in the neutral zone.
And encroachment on the defense will advance the ball 5 yards.
That's going to make it first and 5.
10 for the Vikings at the Mustang 44-yard line.
And they do now, they drop.
Been over 50 yards in penalties so far between the two teams. 7 penalties already. McGovern from the 45. Steps up again, hit as he throws, and a marker goes down. He was trying to go deep. I think his arm got hit and the ball went to the mid-range, but I don't think that was his intention.
Thought I saw someone ineligible downfield.
There's Vertus talking to Bobby McGovern. Officials are talking this over.
Can't make out from here. It's hard to make out the Montgomery numbers with the naked eye. Sometimes have to look at the monitor. Got the gray uniforms and the red numbers. Let's see what we got.
Yeah, ineligible receiver downfield. They're going to refuse that penalty.
Wow.
Ineligible receiver downfield. It's declined. Second down.
You see Rooks right there on the bottom left of your screen pressing up on right.
Throws going deep down the middle and nobody there.
It looks like they were trying to go for Pressler there over the middle and didn't finish his route.
Pass is incomplete. They'll bring up third down, 3rd and 5 for Montgomery.
Two for 9 for 11 yards from McGovern so far. 3rd down. Not sure why St. Vincent refused that penalty. It wasn't like it made it 4th down.
Right.
McGovern looking over the sideline, could be audibilizing. He backs off now. Pass is complete. Nice move. 1st down. Vikings get good yardage on that one as Khalil Hubbard takes the pass.
It looked like St. Vincent sat back
from
there.
McGovern to 5 Hubbard. It's a Viking 1st down.
And yeah, they found Hubbard there with plenty of room.
The Mustang 36-yard line.
To convert on 3rd down.
1st down, Montgomery. Rubikawaka takes it. Makes a nice cut and he's gone. Wow, touchdown.
Touchdown,
Rubikawaka gets through the line
30,
and explodes for a touchdown.
36-yard scamper.
36
Viking
yards,
touchdown.
and the Vikings add the lead. Or retake the lead, I should say. Great cut right there.
Yep.
Right foot, left foot, gone.
Yeah, got around a couple Mustang defenders there, and Montgomery's got some athletes. And they're putting their athleticism on full display here so far tonight.
So Rubikawaka takes it to the house.
With 10:40 left in the 1st half.
And
Vikings 14,
Vikings add the lead. We'll be right back with more in just a moment.
Sense of community, and you get to know everyone on a personal level. It's not just you see people walking by and you don't know who they are. The teachers here are amazing. There's amazing academics and many opportunities to pursue athletics if you're interested. I've been a part of a leadership program since 5th grade, going all through middle school, and I decided to continue that in high school because of the values it teaches you. Values such as communicating ideas, responsibility, punctuality, and of course, leadership. These values are not only good just for school, but will help me later in life. And just in the 2 years I've been here, I've seen myself grow, especially as a leader, in being captain of multiple sports teams. And although there is a lot of hard work that is part of leadership, you're able to make many memories that you'll remember for the rest of your life, and even with people that you may not have expected to make them with.
Nickens back deep as Tucker gets set to kick it off for Montgomery. Great kick. Right near the end zone. Nickens stepped on the end zone, so that's a touchback.
The result of the kickoff is a touchback. Mustangs will take over 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Here's the touchdown again.
And just like that cut, got around multiple defenders there.
Murtis was excited to see what he could do. He, of course, misses Quentin Perez, who got hurt late in the game last week, but he was kind of excited to see Rubikawaka carry the ball a few times and get in the rhythm of a football game. A little different than rugby, but so far he looks real good. Mustangs back on the field offensively now. Keeper. 1st down. Pushed out of bounds. Good gain by Gabe Casanovas.
And again, he's headed that run game to his toolbox.
Number 5, quarterback keeper Casanovas.
Just a simple read
Pushed out
option.
of bounds by number 1, Isaiah Wright.
Fooled our camera guy a little bit.
That was a great fake.
Mustangs, 1st and 10 at their 39-yard line.
Got out in space and was a little hesitant to run, it looked like, in their first game against Dianza, but since then has grown a lot more confident running the football.
1st and 10, Mustangs. Casanovas keeps again, another nice fake, and he picks up about 3 yards. A couple guys went for the ball carrier, the would-be ball carrier.
Quarterback keeper picks up 3 yards.
Looked like this, just a straight midline read there.
7.
About 3 yards on the play.
line.
2nd and 7 for St. Vincent. Over the past 3 years, St. Vincent has been ranked one of the top small school teams in the state. They have done a great job. They've been to the playoffs many times under Coach Herzog, and I think playing up into the NBL is really an advantage for them when they get to the NCS and certainly the NorCals.
Absolutely. I mean, they rolled through D7 a couple years ago. Of course, lost that great game to Clear Lake last year.
Penalty markers down.
And once again, they're one of the top teams in Division 6, them along with Fortuna, who they'll play next week.
That'll be a big game in terms of seeding later down the line. Whoever wins that's going to have the advantage, the head-to-head advantage, which is so big when they seed teams.
Well, and that's what they were able to do. St. Vincent in 2021, they played St. Helena, beat them, got the @1 seed. In 2021, we're able to play that NCS final at Petaluma High. Same thing last year. They were the #1 seed against Clear Lake, got to play that game at Rancho. So definitely an advantage playing close to home. The later you are in the playoffs.
2nd and a couple now for St. Vincent. Casanova straight back. Throwing right side deep. Has a man. Nickens has it at the 24-yard line. Nice catch. Nickens may be a little shaken up, however. Perfect throw that time.
Looks like maybe came down a little hard. Simple play action, a little fade route. Nickens is wide open.
Might have landed on the ball.
Pass complete from 5, Casanovas. Number 2, Nickens. Injury timeout on the field. It'll be a Mustang 1st down when they
looking around the league. American Canyon up 10-0 on Vintage. Interesting score to watch in the Vine Valley. Petaluma up 7-0 on Sonoma. And up at Windsor, 20-0 Windsor over Ukiah. Paul Cronenbach
number 8, Adams,
at Windsor High.
Out of bounds after the 1st down.
Tall order for the Wildcats taking on Windsor tonight at home.
Absolutely. Windsor has state-level aspirations from what I've heard, dominated 7-on-7 in the summer and has played a really tough non-league schedule.
1st and 10. Jack Davis has some room right side. Davis near another 1st down as he gets close to the 10-yard line. Nice run for Jack Davis.
Jack Davis, he's, no pun intended, the jack of all trades.
Number 8, Davis,
does a lot, can run the ball, can catch the ball,
picks up another
plays
first
great
down.
defense. 3-sport athlete. The heartbeat of this St. Vincent squad.
5'11", 175-pound senior.
1st and 10 for the Mustangs, the Viking 13-yard
Again,
line.
we see a lot of guys playing a bunch of different positions for St. Vincent. Running back, wide receiver. They'll be on defense here, there, everywhere. Jack Davis is certainly one of those guys. 1st and 10 Mustangs. Davis in a slot now to the right side. Casanovas keeps all the way this time and weaves his way to the 10-yard line.
And Davis, another one that's already committed to college, going to go to Claremont McKenna and play football next year.
That's one thing that St. Vincent's done a really good job of getting their players off to the next level, wherever that level may be.
Kai Hall down at the University of San Diego.
All-time
leading rushers in the Redwood Empire.
Right.
Nathan Rooks, all 3 Rooks brothers, going
to
to end up playing college football. Nathan Rooks at New Haven in Connecticut. Jared
Viking
Bossarge, the
9-yard
quarterback last year, is at West Point.
2nd down and about 7 from the 10-yard line. Clock ticking, under 9 minutes to go here in this 2nd quarter. Casanovas keeps again, and the Vikings are there. Nice play. Looks like it's Isaiah Wright coming up and making the play that time.
And a good job by that defensive line keeping their outside contained.
Casanovas on the carry, quarterback keeper.
Keeping Casanovas.
Brought down by number 5, Hubbard.
In the backfield, and St. Vincent will lose.
13,
it's like about 4 or 5 yards on that play. Set up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd and 10 at the 13-yard line of the Vikings for the Mustangs.
Back them up a little bit on that. They lost a couple. 3rd down and 11 now for St. Vincent. Casanovas looking over to the sideline for help.
Jason Rivas, offensive coordinator, making the call.
Looking for Nickens. Nickens has it in the corner. No, he stepped out.
Ooh, wow.
That was close. Let's take a look at that.
This is complete, however, out of bounds in the end zone. It's going to bring up 3rd down for the Mustangs.
I wasn't sure. Let's see.
Yeah, it's
4th
close.
down.
Oh, that's a touchdown.
Yeah, it looked like he had a foot down there.
Yeah. Looks like that right foot came down.
Unless he was juggling it or something, it looked pretty good.
Sets up another 4th down for St. Vincent. We'll see if they can convert here.
It's another angle.
Oh, that's a touchdown. Tough call.
4th and goal. Casanovas fires it. Caught. Touchdown this time, no doubt about it. Jack Davis has it. And the Mustangs have a chance to tie it up again.
Great job by Casanovas there, and Davis
complete
took a
for
shot
number
after
5,
catching
Gabe
that ball.
Casanovas, number 8, Jack Davis for a Mustang
Saw the poise from Casanovas in the pocket. See the offensive line, they shift him down, and he has to kind of run a little bit, throws across his body, and a great grab by Davis, went up and got it.
Point after is low, but it is good, and we
the
are
point after
all
attempts
tied
complete
up.
by St. Vincent de Paul,
We'll be back in
you
just
have
a
tied
moment
score with
here on
7:45
YSN
left.
360.
With over 20 years of experience installing over 8 million feet of cable, Isetta Data, your best connection.
Nice job by Casanovas and company. Jack Davis making the play after they didn't get the first call. They made good, certainly on this one. Nice read here by Casanovas. He's looking right, but then steps up, fires a strike to Jack Davis. One more angle of it. Here's the coverage on the other side of the field. See, the Vikings had them blanketed very well on the left side, and Jack Davis was open over the middle.
Yeah. And Keanon Nickens and Dylan Brown.
The kicker for St. Vincent de Paul, number 56, Nor Elbazi.
Not often you see a lineman being the kicker, but Nora Balissi does the job for St. Vincent.
Taken at about the 18-yard line. Another big return for the Vikes. And look out in the open field. He does it again, Rubikawaka, but there is a penalty marker down. I believe, no, that's not.
No, the flag came down, but it's on the Montgomery side of the field. St. Vincent's looking for a flag on their side. I don't see anything.
There is one on the near side. I see it now at about the 32-yard line. I think it was just a sideline warning.
I know St. Vincent was looking for one on their side of the field, possibly a block in the back.
Here's Randy Mora. I think it's just going to be a sideline warning. I think the sideline was encroaching on the field.
The touchdown stands. Ooh, yeah. Number 30, Amasi Rabakawaka.
How about Rabakawaka just having an unbelievable game?
Add to their lead.
Montgomery using their special teams to their advantage. 2 touchdowns on special teams plays.
And the kick is good.
By number 15,
Montgomery adds to the
Your
lead.
Montgomery Vikings
Rebecca
21,
Waka takes it the
and
distance.
the Mustangs 14
And it's
with 7:29 left in the first half.
21-14 Vikings.
Also work with the English department pretty closely to make sure that their writing skills in science match what they're learning in their English courses. And being a small school, I really love that we could do that. So in larger schools I've worked at, it's kind of hard to collaborate because everybody's taking different things. At St. Vincent's, all the sophomores are taking biology, so I can work really closely with the 10th grade English course to make sure we're aligned and they're moving forward with their writing skills. Any discipline you go into, you're going to have to make a claim about something, some idea you're going to have to put forth, back it up with evidence, and explain your thought process behind it. And so they're doing that with their readings. They're writing about what they're reading and analyzing the stories and the content there, but they're also taking that skill and looking at the data that they came up with in class.
Montgomery to kick it off. Good kick into the end zone.
Result of Ian Tucker's kickoff from Montgomery.
St. Vincent
is a
will have the
touchback.
ball now.
With over 20 years of experience installing over 8 million feet of cable, Isetta Data, your best connection.
So St. Vincent now trailing by a touchdown. Montgomery has had 2 special teams touchdowns so far tonight. One on a punt that we're not sure if it was a blown play or a designed fake, and that kick return. Rebecca Waka with his 2nd touchdown run of the night. 1st and 10, St. Vincent. The Mustangs have shown the ability to move the ball. Chance right now to eat up some clock as well. Casanovas throws complete, penalty marker down in the backfield. Throw is good to Antonini, but we'll wait for the call.
Pass is complete for number 5, Casanovas, to number 4, Antonini. Brought down by number 8, Adams.
Like it's going against St.
There is a
Vincent's
flag on the play.
ineligible receiver downfield.
The penalties on the offense, ineligible receiver downfield.
Ineligible
That'll back up
downfield,
the
interesting
play.
call.
It'll be 1st
Seen
and
that
15
twice now, one on
for the Mustangs
each
at
side.
their 15-yard line.
Takes away a 1st down for St. Vincent. Casanovas fires this one complete. Gets that yardage back at about the 24-yard line. Jack Davis coming down with another nice catch. Jack Davis
Pass
has
is
had
complete for number 5,
terrific
Casanovas,
year.
number 8, Davis. Brought down by number 8, Adams for the Vikings.
Adams made the tackle that time. Jack Davis had 19 catches coming in, a couple of touchdowns, averaging
It's gonna
over
be
14
2nd down and
yards
6
per
for the
catch.
Mustangs at their 24-yard line.
2nd and 6. Fly sweep, and it is blown up by the Vikings. Oh my goodness. What a play. That was Alfonso Ortega.
Handoff by the
Numbers
Mustangs and brought down
Are a
immediately
little
by number
hard to
52,
read.
Ortega, for a loss on the play. It'll be 3rd and 10.
Ortega
That's
just
a
came
4-yard
off
loss.
that block and nailed him.
And did a great job shedding that block and getting Davis in the backfield. Yeah, really quick first step there.
Third down for the Mustangs. And more flags and whistles. go against the Mustangs again. Back them up another 5 yards. Back
Play
to
a game on the
15-yard
Mustangs.
line.
Back it up 5 yards. It'll be 3rd and 15 at their 15-yard line.
Casanovas looking things over now. Play fake, and he has hit and dropped for a loss back inside the 10. Wow. That was Ian Tucker.
Well,
big
it was 3rd
sack.
and 15 at their 15, and then they just got sacked by number 15, Tucker.
Here it is.
It'll be 4th down for the Mustangs.
Not sure where he came from.
Yeah, I want to say he got by the right tackle there.
Yep, you are correct.
Just a little inside move. Really wasn't even touched, it seemed like. St. Vincent's got to be careful punting from their own end zone.
Yeah, Chris Adams back deep. End over end kick. Might have hit a Viking.
It did, yeah, that's live.
Who's got it? Pile up on the ball.
Looks like Montgomery got it.
That was tough because a couple guys were right in the area. They didn't know the ball was coming.
The result of the play from the Mustangs punting from their own end zone is the Vikings
Gives
will take
Montgomery
over
great
1st and
field
10.
position here with 4 minutes and 56 seconds to go in this second quarter.
At the Mustangs' 27-yard line.
Isaiah Wright is out wide to the near side. Single coverage again there with Malcolm Rooks, who's done a nice job on him so far. McGovern looking things over. First and 10, Montgomery. McGovern lofts it up deep. Jack Davis intercepts it in the end zone. Picked off. Davis did a nice job running under that.
And really
And the pass
ran
is
that
picked
down, and
off
we
by the Mustangs in the end zone.
called him
It'll
the
be
jack
1st
of all
and 10
trades for a reason. Saw him score a
20-yard
touchdown
line.
earlier, 2 touchdowns. He's got both St. Vincent touchdowns now. Runs
Also
this ball
applied on
down.
the play.
Thought about returning it and then decides, no, let's just take a knee with that thing.
I'm actually spotting that. Looks like around the 3.
Did he bring it out?
I'm gonna say, see, he did catch the ball.
Correction.
He didn't catch it in the
interception
end zone.
Took him into the end zone. It'll be 1st and 10, Petaluma at their 3-yard line.
Looks like that's where they downed it, maybe.
Interesting. Casanovas throws, batted away. Nice defensive play for
Pass
Montgomery.
is incomplete, broken up by number 4, Keating.
It's like that.
For the Vikings, it'll be 2nd and 10 for
I'm not sure
Petaluma.
who. I can't read the number. Those numbers are tough. You can see them. You got better eyesight than I do.
13.
I think it was 13. There we go. Yep, that was Alex Lopez. Hand off this time straight ahead, and I think he's going to get forward progress. Not a safety.
Yeah. Stop him around the 2, it looks like.
Davis carrying that time. Yeah, did get out to the 2.
Possibly a situation for a screenplay.
Run plays
Davis or
immediately stopped
Nickens.
by number 50, George. They bring up 3rd and 12. 2-yard
Bradley
loss on the play.
George making the tackle that time. Did a nice job for Montgomery. 3rd and a little more than 11 here for St. Vincent. Casanovas will take this snap in his end zone. 2 receivers far side, 2 to the near side. Casanovas in trouble, and that's going to be a safety. He dumped that off, and he was in the end zone in the grasp.
Did they call it a safety?
I think that's what we're going to see here. Comes Randy Moore.
They're calling grounding.
Yeah, intentional grounding, and that is a safety.
Number 50, George, brings the quarterback down. Intentional grounding. That's a safety, folks. Add 2 more points to Montgomery's score.
I believe it was Bradley George again.
Holds.
He's coming from the right side. Casanovas rolls that way. No, it wasn't George.
Say it was 56, possibly.
Could have been Jim Babu. So St. Vincent now will have to kick it away after giving up 2 points. That's tough.
One thing St. Vincent does have going for them is they will get the second half kickoff, so if they can get a stop and
Also the safety, Petaluma will kick to Montgomery.
if they can get a quick score at the end of the half, it could change the momentum here.
Kickoff out to about midfield. I wonder if they'll make them kick that again.
Oh, they've had 2. They just had a kickoff return for a touchdown, and then they had that punt. What may not be a bad idea if you're Montgomery to make them kick it again.
The kick by Petaluma goes out of bounds. There's a flag on the play.
Looks like they're just going to take the ball.
Montgomery has a choice on the penalty.
Tonight's game sponsored by Izetta Data and Communications. Appreciate our sponsors making it possible to bring you live broadcasts like this one here at Montgomery High School tonight. Izetta Data and Communications.
Result of the penalty, Montgomery will take it 1st and 10 at the Petaluma 45-yard line.
You know, the announcer's saying Petaluma. That can be confusing for people.
Yeah. St. Vincent de Paul of Petaluma.
Yeah.
Certainly not the Trojans, as you well know.
Former Trojan myself.
Yes, indeed.
Got to check on the score. It's their homecoming
Still
tonight.
got a little purple blood in there somewhere, I'm sure. How about your former teammate in the NFL? Huh?
Luke Haggard of Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Very exciting.
Rebecca Waka, good gain, but a penalty marker down. And that's going to go against the Vikings.
Number 30, Robert Kawaka on the carry. There's a flag on the play. It's holding on Montgomery.
Holding against the Vikes. Penalties just continuing to rack up in this one.
Speaking of, the Trojans are up 21-7 at
Mustang 45
near the half.
to
Same
the
American Canyon, 16-0 over Vintage.
Yeah,
that's
Montgomery.
It's kind of a shocker there. And
that
then
is.
Windsor still holding that 20-0 lead over Ukiah. That's now at half.
Montgomery now from the 45-yard line. McGovern will take the snap, 1st and 20. Handoff left side, nothing doing there. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is all. Rebecca Waka carrying again. Coming up and making the play very nicely was Rob Rooks. 4 rushes, 36 yards for Amasi Rabakawaka.
One thing St. Vincent does have is they do have a couple of timeouts left. If they're able to get a stop here, maybe get some decent field position.
McGovern, quarterback draw, hit hard and dropped at the 49-yard line. Nice hit that time by Dylan Brown, came up and made the play. But it is a gain of about 5 yards. It's going to be 2nd and 15 for the Vikes. 3rd down, excuse me.
Montgomery picks up a few more yards. It's going to be 3rd and 16 for the Vikings at their 49-yard line.
Looks like McGovern doesn't know what play they're supposed to run. It's going to force Curtis Patton to burn a timeout.
We'll be right back. Montgomery calls a timeout.
Monty fans, my name is Kevin Kubandi. I'm one of the high school volunteers for the Montgomery football team, and I also lead our high school environment here at New Vintage Church called Inside Out. We know that high school can be a season that is filled with emotional, mental, and social challenges. And here at Inside Out, we want to be a place that is fun, that is helpful, and that is a place where students know they belong. We have gatherings every Sunday evening at 5:30, and we also provide dinner. So if you want to partner with us to get your high school student to navigate through high school, we want to partner with you. Come check out our environment. We look forward to seeing your student, and we hope you enjoy the rest of this game.
Here we go, 3rd and long for the Vikings. Looking deep, Isaiah Wright, bobbled,
Pick.
markers.
I know they called it incomplete.
Incomplete.
There's a flag.
Wow.
Pass is incomplete. There is a flag on the field.
Well, we've got an ISO on Wright. Let's check it out. Rooks covering him.
They called pass interference on St. Vincent's.
Wow.
Penalty is pass.
Let's run that again. I want to see if there was what they could have possibly seen.
Slow it down a little bit this time.
Because the flag came late.
Looks good right there. A little push with the arm, not much. He turns and
Result
sees
of
the ball.
Is will be 1st and 10 Vikings
we've seen,
at the Mustang 36.
I don't know. That looked like good coverage.
Yeah, we've seen worse than that haven't been called.
3rd and about 1. Rebecca Waka starts left, cuts right, has a hole. Look out, Rebecca Waka explodes down the sideline and is pushed out after another big gain. Wow. That first step
Number
he
30,
takes
Rebecca
left,
Waka takes
then he
the
comes
handoff
back to the right,
from
gets
McGovern.
everybody flowing.
Forced out of bounds by number
He is
6,
just so
Edwards.
explosive once he gets going. He is so tough
1st
to
and
stop.
10 Vikings at the Mustang.
Very impressive
13-yard
first
line.
half.
Rebecca Waka again, and he's dropped. Nice play, Rob Rooks. He's had a great game in the middle of that St. Vincent line.
Robert Waka on the carry, brought down by
A minute and
44
20 to
Daly
go,
and
just
55.
barely inside field goal range. Tucker's field goal range is about 35 yards. And there is again Rob Rooks making another nice play. Rooks has had a great game for St.
Mustangs
Vincent.
tackle the Vikings for a loss on the play.
Continues to make plays in the
It'll
middle
be 3rd
of
and
that
11.
St. Vincent defense. He's just a junior also, so he's a good one.
And he's so quick off that line.
One of many St. Vincent players being recruited. 3rd and about 12. McGovern with nobody home, so we'll see if they go for the field goal here. I was talking to Vertus, he said about 35 yards. He was hitting them. That's right about where this would be, maybe a little inside of that.
Pass is incomplete. Will bring up 4th down
and
for
12.
Montgomery.
Either way, it's a 2-score game. Whether you go for it.
Yeah, looks like they are going to go for it.
And either way, you're not leaving St. Vincent with a lot of time.
That is true. McGovern directing traffic, trying to get everybody where they should be. Throwing for Isaiah Wright, a little high and incomplete.
Great coverage by Rooks that time.
Yeah, Rooks has shadowed
Pass is
him
incomplete.
beautifully.
The Mustangs will take over on down.
Mustangs will take over.
And just simple fade. And Rooks right there with him the whole way.
Yeah, Rooks has been up for that challenge tonight. Montgomery, however, leads by 9.
First and 10 Mustangs.
A little surprised they didn't go for a field goal right there.
See what the play call looks like here. Got 36 seconds and a couple timeouts.
And there is a timeout.
Timeout Montgomery with 36 seconds left in the first half.
We'll be right back.
Sense of community, and you get to know everyone on a personal level. It's not just you see people walking by and you don't know who they are. The teachers here are amazing. There's amazing academics and many opportunities to pursue athletics if you're interested. I've been a part of a leadership program since 5th grade, going all through middle school, and I decided to continue that in high school because of the values it teaches you. Values such as communicating ideas, responsibility, punctuality, and of course, leadership. These values are not only good just for school, but will help me later in life. And just in the 2 years I've been here, I've seen myself grow, especially as a leader, in being captain of multiple sports teams. And although there is a lot of hard work that is part of leadership.
They're going to take a knee and head for the hills. So, interesting first half.
Okay, the offense takes a knee, and as we clock it down to the end of the first half,
Montgomery
the
has
your
the
Montgomery
lead.
Vikings 23 and the visiting St. Vincent de Paul Mustangs 14. And stay tuned for your halftime entertainment.
Good ball game. We'll be back with more after we find out more about St. Vincent High School here at the break.
The most significant factors that stand out about St. Vincent's academic program are its size, its range, its interdisciplinary nature, and the ways that we coordinate vertical and horizontal alignment. We offer a wide range of courses, an unusually wide range of courses given our size, several AP electives and interdisciplinary courses across the entire disciplinary range. Some classes run at 3 students, some at 24 students, so you can see the sort of difference in terms of size capacity. And yet, because we're a small school, we can really personalize for each student.
So this is a traditional college preparatory school, and so when I say traditional, that means we teach the 4 modalities in the classroom, reading, writing, listening, and speaking. But in addition to that, we understand that it's 2023 now, and we have to integrate more technology so the students are prepared for the world when they graduate St. Vincent's.
AP Capstone is a program from the College Board. It is very prestigious. It shows that you have taken AP Research and AP Seminar, which is sort of like a critical thinking and writing course, as well as passing 4 other AP tests. So it's not our own honors program, it's recognized nationally, colleges accept it, and not only do they accept it, but they really know that these AP Capstone candidates have done the work, they've passed the tests, and they know they're going to be really successful in college. So we're very excited to be offering that, and I think it's going to really help bring our students into the 21st century.
The role of a teacher is not simply to convey information. It's a sacred relationship that one hopes will inspire students for the rest of their lives.
I came from a small school environment, but I think that it really gives you the opportunity to stand out and just gives you more opportunities to be involved, play sport, and just much more welcoming. Being able to talk to your teachers is so important, and I think that SV really embodies that, like just being able to feel comfortable with everyone around you.
In the St. Vincent de Paul environment, I think a student that is number one, very, very teachable. If I was coaching, I would say coachable. Someone that wants to learn, that wants to be engaged, that wants to be the very best they can be, that wants to fulfill their potential and possibly their dreams to go to a very good college. This is the place to be.
One of the main reasons I chose to come to St. Vincent's was the academic rigor. For me, academics is number one and my main priority, and seeing how this was a college preparatory school and how well they prepared their students really stood out to me.
I think the small environment's great. They can focus more on their academics. They can be students first, athletes second. They can play multiple sports.
I think that sports are, specifically girls sports, are elevated here because of the passionate coaching. I think that every coach that we've had has been passionate about what they're trying to kind of teach us and help us with, and they all want to build, our program, and they're all very dedicated to everything that they're doing.
When I realized that I wanted to go to college, four-year college after high school, more was expected of me to do well in my classes, and I think that the academic rigor at St. Vincent de Paul has really helped me thrive to accomplish my goals.
The kind of student that would thrive here is the student that wants to be involved in the community of their school. Almost all of our students are involved in a sport, in a leadership program, in a service program.
The students here are really welcoming. You shouldn't really worry about finding somebody to hang out with, whether it's in class or during Mustang days, during your advocacy groups. You can walk up to anybody and start a conversation with them, and they'll be very respectful and responsive.
Cheerleaders on the field, doing their thing. We'll be back with more.
Hey Montgomery parents, what's up? My name is Darren, I'm a local community member, and my team and I were asked to help come up with something to shift the culture at Montgomery following what happened last year. And so some teachers and coaches, including Vertus, and my team came up with an idea we call Fresh Start. So every Thursday during lunch, local restaurants donate 50 sandwiches. So the first 50 students into the small gym get a meal, and we talk about shifting culture. We're going through this book called Culture Code. Great book if you've never read it, and it's really about helping people deeply care about what's happening in the spaces that matter to them. And so we're talking to students about them. We're doing some activities. Every once a month we'll have a Fresh Friday. We'll have donuts on campus for the first 400 students who show up. We'll do a giveaway of the Fresh Kicks of the month. We created a online platform on social media called People of Monty. The students are finding one another doing good and promoting that and shouting out the good they see in others. We're creating a place that hopefully everyone in our city will go, I wish I was going to Monty. So make sure your kids know about it. If you have a teenager at Montgomery, Thursdays at lunch, every Thursday we'll be there helping young people become great people at Montgomery High School.
First got to St. Vincent's, I was excited to coach, and I started coaching baseball, and I've coached baseball, basketball, tennis, and now I've coached cross country for the last 4 years. And by coaching, it gives me a unique opportunity to build a relationship that I wouldn't normally have with the student side of the classroom, a little bit more informal, and I appreciate the opportunity to have that relationship with the students in cross country. And I notice that it transfers into the next day at school. When I see them, we can talk a little bit more in depth about their life as opposed to what's going on in the classroom. And I appreciate that relationship that I've built with some of the students that I coach.
I think that the collaboration of all the coaching is really helpful and beneficial to us because we have our head coach and our last year's head coach working solely with us, and then we have the JV head coach also working with us, and then we also have the freshman coach who they all come in and they all offer their words of advice and wisdom, and I think it's very, very helpful for all of us, and it kind of helps all of us feel like there's always someone that we could get help from or talk to, and I think that all of the effort that's put in by everyone has been something that's unlike anything else I've experienced, and I've played sports ever since I was a kid. So I think that everybody works hard, and especially our athletic director, Ms. Campbell, she always is working hard and asking us, how are we doing, what do we like, and she's kind of brought up, I feel like, all the programs to their full potential or getting to be the best that they can.
Hey, my name is Darren. I live here in Santa Rosa. This is my city, this is your city, and together, this is our city. And whatever the color of your skin, whatever the background, your story, your beliefs, we're stuck here together in this beautiful part of the planet. So we asked the question, what would it look like to love and support one another? So we're raising $100,000 and we're giving every penny of it away. We're throwing a party. September 24th, Sunday night from 6 to 8 p.m. right here on the square in downtown. There'll be food trucks, there'll be face painting, there'll be live local talent, Ryan Woodard, Dustin Saylor, Seth Condry, and the New Vintage Band. It's going to be an epic night. You don't want to miss it. Click below to see all the organizations we're supporting that are helping people right here in our city. And click the donate button and get involved today.
With over 20 years of experience installing over 8 million feet of cable, Isetta Data, your best connection.
There's an amazing sense of community, and you get to know everyone on a personal level. It's not just you see people walking by and you don't know who they are. The teachers here are amazing. There's amazing academics and many opportunities to pursue athletics if you're interested. I've been a part of a leadership program since 5th grade, going all through middle school, and I decided to continue that in high school because of the values it teaches you. Values such as communicating ideas, responsibility, punctuality, and of course, leadership. These values are not only good just for school, but will help me later in life. And just in the 2 years I've been here, I've seen myself grow, especially as a leader, in being captain of multiple sports teams. And although there is a lot of hard work that is part of leadership, you're able to make many memories that you'll remember for the rest of your life, and even with people that you may not have expected to make them with.
What's up, guys? I'm Natalie Goodrich, the Director of Transit here at New Vintage. Transit is our middle school environment for 6th through 8th graders. We meet every Sunday, 5 to 6:30. If you are a middle school student or you know a middle school student, this is the place to be on Sunday nights. It's not called the best night of the week for nothing. We play games, we are always fun, we are always helpful, and we have such a great time. We promise you'll leave wanting more and excited to come back the next week. So, we'll see you next week, Sunday night, 5 to 6:30 here at New Vintage Church. Bring your people, get ready to have some fun.
With over 20 years of experience installing over 8 million feet of cable, Isetta Data, your best connection.
What's going on, Monty fans? My name is Kevin Kubandi. I'm one of the high school volunteers for the Montgomery football team, and I also lead our high school environment here at New Vintage Church called Inside Out. We know that high school can be a season that is filled with emotional, mental, and social challenges. And here at Inside Out, we want to be a place that is fun, that is helpful, and that is a place where students know they belong. We have gatherings every Sunday evening at 5:30, and we also provide dinner. So if you want to partner with us to get your high school student to navigate through high school, we want to partner with you. Come check out our environment. We look forward to seeing your student, and we hope you enjoy the rest of this game. Let's go Vikings.
At St. Vincent de Paul, the support from teachers and peers is at a higher level than any of the larger public schools. When you really need help, you can go to a teacher and get that help. You never have to worry about not understanding a subject completely, because there's always ways to get help around that. With a small class size, you can really communicate well with the peers around you and find new friends and new interests with other people.
My experience here at St. Vincent de Paul has been beyond imaginable. The academics are amazing. My expectations have been passed. Everybody is so welcoming here. The teachers focus on you as a student and not just on like teaching in class, and it's amazing.
When I realized that I wanted to go to college, four-year college after high school, more was expected of me to do well in my classes, and I think that the academic rigor at St. Vincent de Paul has really helped me thrive to accomplish my goals, and more is expected of me, so I have to rise to the occasion to complete that.
You have never seen an event like this on our city square. A wave of good is coming to Santa Rosa, and we want to share it together. I know people are hurting, but we can help. You can help. You may think that the church is against you. That's why we made this wall behind me, to let you know that whatever your story, your belief, or your background, we are for you. But we don't want to just talk about it. We want to be about it. So we raised a bunch of money to give away to people who are doing good things in our city for kids and single moms, those with special needs. And to do it, we're throwing a big party on the square Sunday night, September 24th, with live music, food trucks, and fun for the whole family. This is my city. This is your city. This is our city. And this is generosity on a whole new level that we hope inspires you to do the same. Get the info, maybe give a donation, and join the fun. We'll see you Sunday night, September 24th, for a night you won't forget.
23-14 here at the half. The Red Sea wearing minion yellow tonight. Whatever works, right? Dave Cox and Michael Barabal back with you here. A lot of exciting big plays in that first half, and Montgomery coming up with some big defensive plays, stopping St. Vincent, getting some points on the board. But really, the special teams for Montgomery were a big part of things. Here come the highlights from the first half of play.
Well, it started with Isaiah Wright on what was either a bad snap or a very well-executed fake punt. And he went the distance on a 4th and very long, got Montgomery on the board, but then St. Vincent came back. Jack Davis ran in on a sweep play for St. Vincent, and then Rubikawaka back for Montgomery, who's had a monster first half, makes a very nice cut, used his speed, gets all the way to the house. These two teams have gone back and forth. We go back on this 4th and goal. Gabe Casanovas finding Jack Davis in the back of the end zone for a touchdown. Takes a shot as well, does Davis. Scores his 2nd touchdown of the game. You saw he was pretty fired up there. We go Alfonso Ortega for Montgomery, making the stop there, the 225-pound defensive lineman. And another big play for Davis. He's been all over the place. Picks off Bobby McGovern here, just shy of the end zone. Montgomery is going in to score to extend their lead to 2 scores. Weren't able to do so there, but then they do so right here. They get Casanovas in the end zone. He throws the ball away, but that's intentional grounding, which means 2 points for Montgomery. And that's where we stand, 23-14 Vikings.
Yeah, and that spot that they got, the fact that Davis was just not quite in the end zone, they would have got a ball at the 20 instead.
Yeah.
They end up with the ball on the 1-yard line. It leads to 2 points. There are the team totals.
I mean, take a look at the rushing game. It's been all Montgomery, but then you take a look at the passing game, all St. Vincent, so those cancel each other out. The penalties is what really surprised me for especially St. Vincent. 77 penalties for 60 yards, and then both teams with a pair of turnovers each. And right now it's just been Montgomery taking advantage of St. Vincent mistakes. St. Vincent not quite up to par just yet, but they're a well-coached team. You know they're going to be ready in the second half.
No doubt about that. Well, we'll take another break right here and be back with more coming up, the kickoff of the second half.
My name is Mr. Vela, Senor Vela. This is my 16th year at St. Vincent's, and I'm the World Language Department Chair. I teach Spanish 2, Spanish 3, Honor Spanish 3, Spanish 4, and AP Spanish. In addition to teaching, I am also the cross-country coach here at St. Vincent's and a proud member of the community of St. Vincent's. It's a natural fit for the Latino community because a lot of the families in the Latino community are Catholic, and so a lot of the families do attend the parish here at St. Vincent de Paul. And when they come to our school here at St. Vincent's, we offer French if they would like to try a new language, or if they wanted to continue on with Spanish and develop their skills, we offer Spanish 1 through AP. And that's a good option for them to continue developing their skills in Spanish and pushing them in the higher level classes like AP. And so that's how we support the students who already speak Spanish, and we also give them the opportunity to try French if they would like to be trilingual. I'm proud of what St. Vincent's has done as recognizing the importance of mental health with the students and also in the faculty. And so St. Vincent's has made a concerted effort to hire outside help, professional help to come in and to train the faculty about how to address the issue of mental health and give the faculty the tools that they need to best help themselves. And then also hopefully they can help the students with the tools that they've developed and they've learned from the outside help that the St. Vincent's has provided for the faculty. And I appreciate appreciate the fact that St. Vincent's recognizes that it's a very important issue, mental health, so the students can do their best in school and also use these tools outside of school just to be as healthy as they possibly can.
As a transferring student, I have received a lot of help from my teachers and also from the community here at St. Vincent. They have welcomed me. I would like to thank my math teacher for helping me understand trigonometry for the first time. And going to the social life, especially in the high school, really helps.
Halftime activities here at Montgomery. A little Sweet Caroline as we get ready to start the third quarter of play. St. Vincent's perfect 3-0 record on the line, and Hugo got confirmation that was not a designed fake punt, but a botched punt that resulted in the touchdown for Isaiah Wright. Good to know. Thanks. Good work, Hugo.
Hugo finding out the news that we really need to know.
That's right.
I love it.
Kind of reminds me of a young Michael Baraball back in the day, you know?
Plenty of football games with YSN. Basketball, baseball, whatever we've done.
Yes, we've done a lot of everything, that's for sure. All right, well, St. Vincent gets the ball to start the third quarter. They came out of the locker room very slowly. I imagine there was a lot to talk about at halftime from Coach Trent. End over end kick taken by St. Vincent out about the 5-yard line. And a nice tackle at the 24-yard line. I believe that was Antonini returning it, and he is taken down abruptly that time by the Vikings special teams. I think the first man on the scene was Joshua Jensen for the Vikes.
Be interesting to see how St. Vincent comes out of the half. Have not trailed at the half in their first 3 games, and kind of got off to slow starts in each of their first 3 games, but then were able to build big leads by the half. It's the first time that obviously they've trailed, so be interesting to see how they respond, especially in their first drive of the second half.
5 for 8, 74 yards and a touchdown for Casanovas in the first half. He also rushed for close to 30 yards for St. Vincent.
It's like perhaps some confusion on the formation, and they're going to have to burn a timeout before play even starts.
Before they even get a playoff. How about that? That's tough. We'll be right back.
With over 20 years of experience installing over 8 million feet of cable, Isetta Data, your best connection.
So St. Vincent having to burn a timeout coming right out of the locker room. That's tough. Montgomery defense gathering themselves. First and 10. And about the 25-yard line. Jack Davis carrying that time, coming up and making the hit was Khalil Hubbard. He's had a good game so far for the Vikes.
Number 8 Davis on the carry, in on the tackle. Number 4 Keating. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd and 10 for St. Vincent.
2nd and 10, no gain on that one. Casanovas back up to the line here. Davis carries and gets out near the 30-yard line. It's going to be 3rd down and 7. Vikes have done a nice job against the run, other than that one touchdown run down near the goal line for Davis.
2nd down, in on the tackle, 5 Hubbard and 50 George.
Bradley George in on the tackle that time.
For the Mustangs at their 29-yard line. I think they're 36.
Casanova straight back, firing it
Oh, he's
deep.
got
A
him.
little long, intended for Nico Antonini. Couldn't quite catch up. Did we have a marker down?
I didn't
Randy
think
Moore
so.
coming over.
Looks like we did.
Legal procedure goes against St. Vincent. It's going to be declined. And it'll bring up 4th down. Mustangs just having a hard time getting in rhythm on offense tonight. And they'll have to give up the football after having to burn a timeout and only gaining a couple yards. Christopher Adams back to receive the punt. End over end kick, not going to carry very far, about a 10, 15-yard punt. It rolls out at the 39-yard line. That's where Montgomery takes over.
And going to be critical now for St. Vincent to get a quick stop, a quick 3 and out, get that ball back, try and get some decent field position, and try and build some rhythm on offense.
McGovern was just 3 for 14 for 19 yards in the first half, so Montgomery's passing game wasn't very effective, and credit Malcolm Rooks for a lot of that, covering Isaiah Wright, doing a great job. I don't think Wright caught a pass.
I think
maybe one.
I think you might be right, if any at all. Rooks has done an amazing job on him.
But this man, Rebecca Waka, had a great first half. Here he comes again, and he's down to the 26-yard line. Another big run. Wow. That same play, that little stutter step left, and then he chops back to the right.
Again, he's just so explosive. Almost reminds me a version of Kai Hall of what St. Vincent's had the previous 4 years. Just that guy that can create on his own, can get in space, and just has that burst of speed that can come out of nowhere.
Here he comes again. This time he starts right, goes left, and gets down to about the 21-yard line, gain of a couple. Amasi Rebecca Waka having a tremendous game. Now, if you get Perez back at some point in the season, what do you do with both those guys? You got to have 8 rushes and 77 yards. Rebecca Waka so far tonight. He also had that long kickoff return for a touchdown. 2nd and 5 for Montgomery, leading by 9. McGovern on a slant, incomplete. Nice coverage that time by Tyler Chilou.
Pass is incomplete, will bring up 3rd and 5.
Yeah, Chilou did a great job on that one. McGovern looking right at him the whole time, and Chilou was with him stride for stride.
Randy Moore, he has been extremely busy, as we did have a flag. And it's going to go against St. Vincent, so Montgomery marches it even closer now. That's going to be a 1st down.
First and goal for the Vikings.
They can get a 1st down right at the goal line as they spot this at just beyond the 10, about a half yard short of the goal line for the 1st down. Here's Rebecca Waka, and this time St. Vincent wraps him up. Nice job coming up and making the play, Dylan Brown.
Number 30, Robert Waka on the carry.
That's where St. Vincent needs to bear down. Try and keep Montgomery off the board or hold him to 3. Start putting yourself in dangerous territory if you let Montgomery get 6 or 7 here.
1st and 10 at the 11, not 1st and goal.
Rebecca Waka again. Nice little stutter step. Rebecca Waka explodes, dives. Is he in? Yes, he is. Touchdown. Rebecca Waka does it again.
their lead.
What a game for Rubika Waka.
It's his third touchdown of the night. Tucker to add the point. And he got it. Here comes Rebecca Waka. I thought they had him tied up right there. His ability to stop on a dime is very impressive.
Really shifty. Was able to get around him again, similar to that run he scored on the first touchdown. Watch right, stops, turns, and is off.
Nice job knowing how to get in the end zone too with that dive. Very impressive. So Montgomery adds to the lead. Now 30-14. I got to say, I didn't see that coming. I thought this was going to be a pretty close game, and there's still a lot of football left to play, and I wouldn't count Trent Herzog's team out at this point, but Montgomery up by 16 right now is a little bit surprising.
Still a two-score game, though, for St. Vincent.
Here's Jack Davis to the near side, turns the corner. St. Vincent just needs a couple big plays to get their confidence going, and Jack Davis with a pretty good return that time.
Like that's
Tucker made the tackle that time.
Like it was actually Edwards, Joseph Edwards on the return.
Driven out of bounds by number 15, the kicker is Tucker.
Was dropped down into enemy territory there.
And the Mustangs will take over 1st and 10 at their home 42.
Obviously a critical drive now for St. Vincent. Got to put points on the board, and you wonder if they're in 2-point PAT territory now, down 16.
I would say so, yeah.
You know, don't know if it's too early for that or still a lot of time. 8 minutes left in the third, and you still got a full another 12 minutes.
Casanovas throws far side. Jack Davis has it, slips one man, and runs over another near first down yardage at the 49-yard line.
Yeah, Jack Davis has been tremendous all night long on both sides of the ball for St. Vincent.
Definitely didn't shy away from contact that
Reed
time.
Davis on the reception, driven out of bounds by number 8, Adams. After a pickup of 9, it'll be 2nd and 1 inside Viking territory for the Mustangs at the 49-yard line.
A screen pass out. Gets past that first defender, lowers the shoulder, initiates the contact.
Casanovas on a keeper, has the first down, and gets down inside the 40-yard line. Nice job, Casanovas, keeping that time, and he moves the chains.
And that might be something where they may have to do more of, is that read option play. Each time they've run it, they've gotten some pretty decent yardage, and Casanovas, again, they're not, Montgomery's not expecting him to run at all, and both times he's run it,
Mustangs at the Vikings,
he's gotten pretty significant yardage.
First down, Mustangs, and movement. That's going to cost the Vikings 5 as Tucker jumps offside.
Encroachment on the Viking defense makes it 1st and 5 at the Viking 33-yard line for the Mustangs.
First and 5 now, approaching the 7-minute mark. Time not really a factor yet. Casanovas scrambling, firing it, a little bit out of bounds. Didn't take the loss, however, saved himself about 10 yards.
Yeah. I thought for a second he was going to get around the Montgomery defense, but wasn't able to outrun him. And did the smart thing, just throwing the ball away.
Second and about 5. Casanovas has that one batted down at the line of scrimmage. Getting a hand up on that one was Jim Bebu. He's had a good game for the Vikes.
Pass is incomplete. It's going to bring up 3rd down for the Mustangs.
I see it. Just
got the hand
Bebu,
up.
Yeah, got through the line.
3rd down, and penalty markers go down.
This is where I think St. Vincent can really make up some yardages, going to that hard count. That's the 2nd time on this drive.
Encroachment on the Viking defense. Advances at 5 yards.
I believe that's the 3rd or 4th time
Mustangs
Montgomery's jumped
down.
in the game.
1st and 10 Mustangs at the Viking 28-yard
Wow,
line.
that's huge. 51 penalty yards against the Vikings tonight, and that's a big one right there.
Absolutely.
Gets a much-needed 1st down for St. Vincent. Casanova's trying to get the Mustangs in. They'll need a 2-point conversion to make it a 1-score game. Here comes Jack Davis, and he spins down inside the 25 to the 22-yard line. Another nice run for Davis. It's been such a workhorse tonight.
Vikings run, pick up 7. Make that 6, 2nd and 4.
They just shoved that one up the middle, trusting their line there. Those linemen playing both ways.
9 rushes, 29 yards for Davis. He's already caught 3 passes for 30 yards. Also, here's Casanovas keeping all the way. Gets a block from Davis. Cuts inside and gets the ball loose.
Oh, they're going to mark him down.
They're going to call him down.
That was really close.
Vikes thought they had it.
Well, I wasn't sure. Design run that time for Casanovas, and
Mustangs run the ball. Recover their own
hard to
fumble.
say. You can't tell from that
for the
angle.
Mustangs at the Viking, just outside the Viking 15-yard line. Action the 16-yard line.
I think it may have come out before.
Yeah, it was close.
St. Vincent's catches a break there.
1st and 10 inside screen. Davis can't get to it. That's incomplete. 2nd and 10, excuse me.
And Isaiah Wright was right there. Had that ball not been deflected,
2nd and 10 for the Mustangs.
he would have had an interception.
$83 yards in the air for Casanovas. 1 TD so far. They've had a rushing TD and a passing TD, have the Mustangs. St. Vincent program 26-3 over the last 3 seasons and haven't lost a regular season game since 2021 on this same field. 5:37 to go now, 3rd quarter. They trail by 16. Casanovas tried to hand off, nobody there. He ends up keeping, almost handed it to one of the Vikings, and he gets down to the 10-yard line.
Yeah, broken play, but Casanovas makes something out of it. Almost gets the 1st down. Looks like might be a yard or 2 short.
Thought he was going to hand it off right here to the Viking.
Tackled by number 11,
He's getting chased down that time by Ortega.
Yeah, it looked like that ball was supposed to go to Dylan Brown, but he went the other way.
9-yard line for the Mustangs.
And it left Casanovas with nothing to do but run.
3rd down, Casanovas keeps and squirts through down inside the 5. I don't think the Vikings were expecting that.
Great
quarterback keeper.
Yeah. Running the old wedge play with trusting that offensive line.
A 1st down, it'll be 1st and goal at the 6 for the Mustangs.
And
1st and goal.
This might be what St. Vincent needs to do. Just get on the ball, no huddle, and keep pounding it. Here we go
the
again.
Vikings jump all night long.
Encroachment on the defense, half the distance to the goal. It'll be 1st
Kind of
and
stuff
goal
that
at the
drives
3-yard line for
Vertus
the Mustangs.
Patton crazy.
And here comes Liam Daly again, the fullback. They used him when they were on the goal line in the first half. Got a big game, almost scored a touchdown. Very well may go back to him here again. Try and get the Mustangs 6.
Still first and goal. They're on the 3 now.
You have him line up along Casanovas, and he may be going. Yep.
There he is. Liam Daly not quite in. Vikings stop him just shy of the goal line.
Mustangs run.
Yeah, they're going back on the ball.
Here they come quickly up to the line
At
now.
the
Wouldn't be
1
surprised
yard
to see
line, second
Casanovas
goal.
keep this one himself.
Yeah. Quick tempo. Could also pitch out to Davis.
Second and goal. Davis looking for his 3rd touchdown of the night, and he is in. Touchdown, Mustangs.
Touchdown, Mustangs. Hand off to number 8, Davis. In for the score.
Yeah, just a power play.
Nice block by Daly.
And Daly makes the lead block and allows Davis to plunge in. Much needed score for St. Vincent. They'll go for the 1 here.
Interesting, not going for 2. And the kick is blocked. Low kick, didn't get there. But they do score the touchdown.
No 4:26 left in the 3rd quarter.
And we'll be back with more
30,
in just a moment.
St. Vincent de Paul Mustangs 20.
Sense of community, and you get to know everyone on a personal level. It's not just you see people walking by and you don't know who they are. The teachers here are amazing. There's amazing academics and many opportunities to pursue athletics if you're interested. I've been a part of a leadership program since 5th grade, going all through middle school, and I decided to continue that in high school because of the values it teaches you. Values such as communicating ideas, responsibility, punctuality, and of course, leadership. These values are not only good just for school, but will help me later in life. And just in the 2 years I've been here, I've seen myself grow, especially as a leader, in being captain of multiple sports teams. And although there is a lot of hard work that is part of leadership, you're able to make many memories that you'll remember for the rest of your life, and even with people that you may not have expected to make them with.
Here we go. Kickoff. Short kick. And it heads out of bounds. They do not want to kick it to Rebecca Waka.
Looks like they might re-kick this. Yeah. Maybe
yeah,
not.
if I'm Montgomery, I'm making him kick it again.
Yeah.
Moves everybody up.
They have Tyler Shalou kick
have
this.
The ball re-kicked.
I think Shalou kicked that last one.
Did he? Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't the same guy that has been, so we'll see. Here we go again.
A little squib kick action.
Now he does kick it deep. Oh, and it gets a good bounce. Rebecca Waka has to field it near the 20. And St. Vincent covers it much better. I think he was actually trying to angle it into that corner, and he did a good job.
Yeah. No big possession for St. Vincent. They have a little momentum now. They get themselves a stop here, maybe even a turnover. It can turn itself on its head very quickly.
Here we go. First and 10. Pass, dangerous pass, and I think it skipped in there. I don't think it was caught. That was intended for Khalil Hubbard. Might have been actually Chris Adams.
Pass is complete from number 7 McGovern to number 6.
They only got one. Maybe
yeah,
one.
They did complete it. 1 yard.
One and a half, looks like, yeah.
It'll be 2nd and 9 at the 32-yard line.
3:40 to play. 30-20, a 10-point game. Big possession here for the Vikings. That one's incomplete. Mustangs are looking for a quick 3 and out, and they may get it. It's 3rd and 9.
Pass is incomplete. It'll bring up 3rd and 9 for Montgomery.
And they've applied pressure to McGovern all night, but there's been one man that's hurt them, and that is Rebekawaka.
Yeah, he has been unbelievable tonight. Very impressive.
I think they try to go back to him here on 3rd down. Isaiah Wright really has been a non-factor.
McGovern keeps, stumbles, and the Vikes are going to have to punt, making the tackle, Jack Oliphant, after a gain of about 5 yards.
Quarterback keeper by number 7, McGovern.
Well, let's see if they do punt. 4th down, looks like about 5.
Boy, oh boy, this would be risky.
4th and 5.
We saw Isaiah Wright punt, or not punt, in that first drive.
Looks like they are lining up as if, and they are going to go for it here on 4th down. Quick pass, complete. Where's the spot?
Looks like they're giving the first down.
He's got first down yardage. Wow, talk about rolling the dice.
Pass is complete from number 7, McGovern, to number 5, Hubbard.
Hubbard
enough
caught
for
it.
Viking first down. It'll be 1st and 10 for Montgomery at their 42-yard line.
Really one of McGovern's better throws.
And they did get him just about a yard or two over the first down marker. Always hear the key in that situation is to throw the ball past the first down marker, and they did so there.
Yeah, Hubbard did a nice job knowing where he needed to be, and they have it at the 43-yard line. Huge risk in that situation.
Absolutely.
You give St. Vincent the ball deep in your territory. Nice handoff. Rebekawaka down to the 36-yard line. He has been the man all night long, and he does it again right
Great
here.
run by number 30, Amasi Rebekawaka. Brought down by number 11, Tyler Chalou.
A delayed handoff. Found the hole.
Mustang territory. 1st and 10 Vikings at the Mustang.
Breaks a couple tackles.
38-yard line.
Before Chalou finally gets him. So quick.
It's got to be nearing 100 yards. $113, nearing 100. He's over 100. 3rd quarter ticking away here. Rebekawaka again. Stutter step. Breaks a couple tackles, and look out. Down inside the 10-yard line. They just can't quite wrap him up. His ability to squirt away.
Again, number 30, Amasi Rebekawaka on the carry.
Wow.
Brought down by number 6,
Breaks
Joseph
2
Edwards
tackles
Mustang,
there.
But not until
And then Jack
deep
Davis
in the
finally
Mustang
ran him
territory.
down.
1st and 10 Vikings.
Or excuse me, Joseph Edwards running him down.
Make that 1st and goal.
1st and goal Vikings just inside the 10-yard line. Look like St. Vincent might be getting off the field, but Montgomery goes for it on 4th down, gets it, and now has a chance to add to the lead here toward the end of the 3rd quarter.
And that 4th down might be the turning point.
Rebekawaka taken down in the backfield. St. Vincent defense trying to come up big, and it's Rob Rooks who does it again. He's been so impressive tonight.
Vikings run
And
the
that's
ball
where
and
St.
immediately
Vincent,
brought down in the backfield by number
that's what they're going to have to do. They're going to have to try and find a way to bring him down before getting out in open space. And
back at
Rooks
the 16-yard line.
just sheds that block, gets him down quickly. Nice job.
2nd down.
2nd down and goal. Under a minute to go in the 3rd quarter. McGovern taking his time, letting the clock tick. Rolls right. McGovern fires it back in the end zone. Caught! Touchdown. They finally got it to Isaiah Wright. And he scores. Been trying all night to get him the football. And they finally do.
For a 16-yard
Wright has been a non-factor. McGovern throwing on the run. He found Wright hiding in the back of the end zone. Montgomery answering back. See there, C.J. Perez almost gets him. Rafa Perez almost gets him, and McGovern able to get rid of it.
Kick is up, kick is good.
The point after is good.
Bobby McGovern feeling pretty good right now. That's a big 7 points for the Vikings.
Third quarter, your Montgomery Vikings 37.
24 seconds left in the third quarter. 20. We'll be right back with more.
What's up, guys? I'm Natalie Goodrich, the Director of Transit here at New Vintage. Transit is our middle school environment for 6th through 8th graders. We meet every Sunday, 5 to 6:30. If you are a middle school student or you know a middle school student, this is the place to be on Sunday nights. It's not called the best night of the week for nothing. We play games, we are always fun, we are always helpful, and we have such a great time. We promise you'll leave.
There's Isaiah Wright staying open in the back of the end zone and making the catch. Kickoff goes deep. Vikings cover it well. Jack Davis to the 27-yard line, and that is all. One more
number
look at the
Davis
touchdown.
On the return for the Mustangs, brought down by number 54, Mateo
excuse me,
Marin.
that's the play before the touchdown.
Mustangs will take over 1st and 10 at their 27-yard line.
Here it comes. McGovern does a nice job avoiding the rush.
Yeah, and he's been on the run all night, McGovern.
First and 10, St. Vincent. 17 ticks left here in the third. Casanovas has a man. Jack Davis can't get to it. Incomplete. Montgomery's defense has been very good tonight. They put a lot of pressure on Casanovas. I think really the most effective play for St. Vincent has been the quarterback keeper.
Yeah, and you've seen that read option, some design run plays for Casanovas, and they were running the ball effectively on that last drive. They got Montgomery to jump off sides a couple times. They were able to run it in for 6.
Casanovas has 54 yards rushing. We have an injured Viking.
Every time out on the field.
Hubbard, I believe. Tonight's game sponsored by Izetta Data and Communications. Appreciate our sponsors making it possible to bring you games from around the Redwood Empire here on YSN365.com. Izetta Data and Communications. There's Hubbard making his way off. .11 seconds left in the third. Casanovas throwing deep. He's got a man. Jack Davis comes back to the ball. Ball squirts out, however, but I think Davis recovered it himself.
Yeah, I think he got it.
Wow.
Pass is complete into Viking territory by the Mustangs, and that's the end of the third
nice
quarter.
Throw from Casanovas. A little bit underthrown, but Davis was able to get it.
20.
Fell on it himself. Big play for St. Vincent going into the fourth.
Third quarter comes to an end.
Want to dance for you.
We'll be back with the start of the final 12 minutes in just a moment.
Got to St. Vincent's, I was excited to coach, and I started coaching baseball, and I've coached baseball, basketball, tennis, and now I've coached cross country for the last 4 years. And by coaching, it gives me a unique opportunity to build a relationship that I wouldn't normally have with the student side of the classroom, a little bit more informal, and I appreciate the opportunity to have that relationship with the students in cross country, and I notice that it transfers into the next day at school. When I see them, we can talk a little bit more in depth about their life as opposed to what's going on in the the classroom, and I appreciate that relationship that I've built with some of the students that I coach.
I think that the collaboration of all the coaching is really helpful and beneficial to us because we have our head coach and our last year's head coach working solely with us, and then we have the JV head coach also working with us, and then we also have the freshman coach who they all come in and they all offer their words of advice and wisdom, and I think it's very, very helpful for all of us, and it kind of helps all of us feel like there's always someone that we could get help from or talk to. And I think that all of the effort that's put in by everyone has been something that's unlike anything else I've experienced, and I've played sports ever since I was a kid. So I think that everybody works hard, and especially...
Ready for the start of the fourth quarter now. Flags and whistles. Randy Mora says back them up 5 yards.
False start on the offense. It'll back the Mustangs up into their own territory. It'll be 1st and 15 at their 48-yard line.
They make it 1st and 15. 95 penalty yards against St. Vincent tonight. $17-point lead for Montgomery here as we begin the fourth quarter at Jason Frenchie Field, the site of many a great game over the years. Miss that guy. Casanovas fires it to the near side, incomplete. This is where we did the very first game of the week back in October of 1990.
Wow.
Everybody get your tickets out. It's the
Where are they playing?
50-50 raffle.
Santa Rosa Panthers.
Oh, big rivalry.
It was the big game back then. And
so the lucky number is going to
still is to a certain extent, but the rivalries have kind of shifted around. Montgomery and Newman were the big rivalry now. I think it's really Newman and Windsor.
Yeah,
it's probably the biggest rivalry. The Egg Bowl still remains Petaluma Casa, but that's a two high school situation right there. So yeah. Casanovas looking deep. Jack Davis won't get to it. Incomplete.
Okay, pass is incomplete. It's the 3rd and 15 for the Mustangs.
Somebody's got to go back to the QB
number
on incomplete passes.
Ready? 395 037.
What's that?
395037. Lucky winner, come up to the booth. $160. You choose how you want to spend it. 395037. Thank you.
See St. Vincent in 4-down territory now.
Still time for the Mustangs, but it's kind of now or never. You got to make your move. Down by 3 scores.
Yeah.
Still a little surprised they didn't go for 2 in that one situation that would have made it a 1-score game, but I guess it's a moot point now that Montgomery scored again.
I think you can get a good chunk back on 3rd down here. Let's see.
Casanova's buying some time. Now he lets it go, and he's got Jack Davis down the sideline at the 20. Breaks a tackle there. Jack Davis, is he in? He stepped out right near the goal line at about the 2. Great job by Casanovas to continue to roll and look.
Yeah, great poise there. Saw Davis the whole way.
See where he steps out.
I'm going to say around the 2 or 3. St. Vincent on the ball here, trying to score quickly.
And they do snap it. I'm not sure he got in. No indication.
Yep.
Now they say it is a touchdown. Casanovas
touchdown
keeps
Mustang
for a Mustang touchdown.
Now,
again, that lucky number is
see if they go for 2 here.
037.
Casanovas.
395037.
In fact, he's coming off the field.
The announcer's booth.
Actually, we'll see. Went to offensive coordinator Jason Rivas. Looks like he may get a play call.
Yeah, they're saying 2. We got to go for 2 here.
I would think so. It'd still be a 2-score game, but makes your comeback a lot easier.
That's the difference between being down by 10 or being down by 9. Here they go. Davis to the corner, and he's in. St. Vincent tightens things up, 37-28.
And they close the score to your Vikings 37 and Mustangs 28 with
Mustangs
11:29
still alive. We'll be right back.
Monty fans, my name is Kevin Kubandi. I'm one of the high school volunteers for the Montgomery football team, and I also lead our high school environment here at New Vintage Church called Inside Out. We know that high school can be a season that is filled with emotional, mental, and social challenges. And here at Inside Out, we want to be a place that is fun, that is helpful, and that is a place where students know they belong. We have gatherings every Sunday evening at 5:30, and we also provide dinner. So if you want to partner with us to get your high school student to navigate through high school, we want to partner with you. Come check out our environment. We look forward to seeing your student, and we hope you enjoy the rest of this game.
There's Rebecca Waka. May get another chance for a run back right here. St. Vincent pulls to within 9, 37-28. Onside kick. And the Vikings have it. It's like getting up there was Quentin. That's not Quentin Perez, is it? He's out injured.
Yeah, it's tough to read those numbers with the naked eye.
Yeah, I got to talk to Vertus about that. The gray uniforms, at least put a white outline around those red numbers. Something, give us a chance.
45-yard line, 1st and 10.
You see St. Vincent going to need a quick stop here.
I guess you don't need $160. The lucky number is 395-037.
McGovern bringing him out.
037. You can come up and get it, donate it, whatever you want to do.
Montgomery's been able to run the ball all over St. Vincent so far. Got to think they're going to go back to him here.
218 rushing yards for Montgomery. Here's Rebecca Waka, starts left, goes right. Same play they've run all night effectively, and they get only about 3.5 on this one. Nico Antonini, one of the Mustangs in on the stop. Also there was Liam Daly.
It's almost been like a counter play. He starts a few steps right, then cuts left.
2nd and 6 at the 49-yard line.
Caught St. Vincent off guard.
In on the tackle.
They're able to recover nicely that time.
32, Dylan Brown. 2nd and 6.
When they forced McGovern to throw the ball, other than that one touchdown pass to Isaiah Wright, he really has been ineffective. It's been Ruba Kalava. That's been the Montgomery offense.
2nd and 6.
They're going to be close on time here.
Yeah, they're letting it tick away. They haven't started. Nope, there it is. It's going to back them up 5, delay a game.
Delay a game on Montgomery and delay on the winner. So thank you very much for supporting the cheer squad. They get $320 tonight.
St. Vincent crowd making some noise now, hoping to shift the momentum. And St. Vincent just hasn't been able to get that one stop that they've needed.
Second and 11. Looking deep for Wright. Wright comes back to the ball. He's got it. Isaiah Wright with a big play. Just kind of toss it up in one-on-one coverage, and Wright makes the play.
Huge.
Pass is complete from
Huge
number
play.
7, McGovern, to number 1,
McGovern
Wright.
had time.
Huge
One-on-one
play.
coverage. And Wright's size just too much that time.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
He's so big, so strong.
Schools like
It's a
Oregon
pickup of
State
44
and
yards
Washington
for the Vikings,
have
down to the
been
Mustang
showing a
11-yard
lot of
line,
interest.
1st and 10.
Not sure
In
where
on
they're
the
going to be.
tackle
That's still going to be Pac-12. Help me out with
for
this
the
one, Michael.
Mustangs.
Who knows, right?
Number 6,
I think
Edwards.
Washington, let's see. I want to say Washington, did they go to the Big Ten?
I think they're Big Ten.
Yeah, and Oregon State, I don't think it's gone anywhere. It's Oregon State, Washington State are the only two that are left.
My goodness. Rebecca Waka down inside the 10 to the 9. Not much there.
This is where St. Vincent can get a win. It's a 2-score game anyway. You're able to hold them to 3.
Here's that last catch again by Wright.
That can be a big,
Picks up a couple yards.
big push.
It'll be
As
2nd 8.
There you go. Again, he just went up and got it.
At the Mustang 9-yard line.
Not much you can do to stop that.
And that's 6'4". He used all 4 inches to grab that one.
Montgomery really trying to chew on clock right now, and they got to hustle up here.
Yeah, already had a delay a game call. Now that back judge getting ready to start his count.
Yeah, he hasn't made his signal yet, but he's getting close. They will get this snap off. McGovern rolling, keeping, stepping out of bounds. One of the linesmen got taken out over there. There is a marker down.
Number 7, McGovern on a quarterback keeper.
It's where you would really hope that he would slide short of the out of bounds and keep the clock rolling, but the penalty marker stops the clock anyway. Randy Mora has been one busy dude tonight.
Yeah, it was right a few yards behind the line of scrimmage. Usually indicates a holding call. I think the umpire's ready to bring this ball back. There it is, yep, holding.
That's a big loss. From the spot of the foul, it ends up being essentially about a 15-yard penalty.
Penalties on Montgomery.
3rd down and about 19 yards to go. 2nd down, excuse me. McGovern looking for right again, and this time it's incomplete as Rooks has that inside position on him. Keeps him from getting the ball.
And McGovern took a shot there from Rob Rooks after the throw. Clean hit. Looks like he's a little shaken up as well. You see McGovern there walking over to get that play. So you mentioned the kicker from Montgomery's range is about 35 yards. Kind of pushing it there.
Yeah, so it'd be about 37, 36, 37 yards.
I think if Montgomery gets a few yards here, anything over a 3rd and 6, possibly 3rd and 7, they go kick a field goal. Again, for St. Vincent, it's a 2-score game, excuse me. Whether they get 3 or 0 here.
Third and 17, and we have a timeout.
Yeah, Montgomery's about to get called for another delayed game.
Yep.
Timeout Montgomery.
We'll step aside for just a moment, and we will be right back.
What's up, guys? I'm Natalie Goodrich, the Director of Transit here at New Vintage. Transit is our middle school environment for 6th through 8th graders. We meet every Sunday, 5 to 6:30. If you are a middle school student or you know a middle school student, this is the place to be on Sunday nights. It's not called the best night of the week for nothing. We play games, we are always fun, we are always helpful, and we have such a great time. We promise you'll leave wanting more and excited to come back the next week. So, we'll see you next week, Sunday night, 5 to 6:30 here at New Vintage Church. Bring your people, get ready to have some fun.
Montgomery fans, join the action here tonight as we get ready for this 3rd and 17 play. From the 18-yard line, Bobby McGovern. 8:50 to play, a 9-point game. McGovern dropping back way deep.
He's got room to run.
Fires it, incomplete.
Ooh.
Coach Patton's got to make a decision now.
I'm surprised he threw that ball. He had plenty of room to run to get significant yardage and gave themselves a chance on 4th down.
4th down for the Vikings.
And would at least given them a better opportunity to either get the field goal well within Tucker's range or go for it on 4th down. You're right.
Tucker's looks like he's walking out there.
Yep. Ian Tucker. This is going to push the limit of his range for sure. It'll be a 36-yard attempt. Maybe 35 and a half. The holder is Lopez.
wow.
It's blocked. St. Vincent's going to get the ball.
Couldn't tell who got that.
I think Tyler Shalou blocked it. Jack Davis recovered it.
Mustangs will take over 1st and 10.
Here it is.
At their 29-yard line.
Wasn't a bad snap, but boy, you can see. It actually might have been Davis that blocked it and recovered it.
Malcolm Rooks.
Malcolm Rooks, maybe, yeah.
Great play and a huge potential momentum shift for St. Vincent. Gonna make things very, very interesting here.
See if we can pick it up here.
Yeah, that was definitely Malcolm Rooks.
Yeah, that
got
was Rooks, yep. So St. Vincent takes over. Flags and whistles, a lot of time left. St. Vincent down by 2 scores.
We're going to get called for a false start here. I think the receivers on the far side jumped.
Boy, one thing Trent Herzog is going to
start
talk about is
offense.
penalties.
Back them
You
up
know,
5
that
yards, and the Mustangs will have it 1st and 15 at their 24-yard line.
back themselves up in these situations. Vikings getting a few new defenders on the field. Huge possession right here for St. Vincent. You look at the clock, about 8:37. If they can get down the field in less than 4 minutes, then you have a chance either to go onside or kick it deep. You could still kick it deep, but remember, they burned a timeout early in this
It's before the
first half.
It was before the first play.
Yeah. Casanovas to the 25, picks up a couple, and that is it.
I think St. Vincent's going to have to run an up-tempo offense similar to what they did on that last drive when they scored.
Casanovas on the
Tucker was in on the play
and
that
on the
time.
tackle, number 75, Patterson.
Also there was Patterson, big Donovan Patterson at 6'1",
Pick up of a
275.
yard. It will be 2nd and 14.
2nd and 13. 8 minutes to play here at Jason Frenchie Field. League play in the NBL starts in a couple weeks. Casanovas rolling right. Dumping it off, and Wright tipped it. Isaiah Wright got up there, used all 6'4" of his height.
Pass is incomplete.
To tip that one.
Yeah, I was looking for Antonini, was Casanovas,
Broken up
and
by
was
the
on the run.
secondary.
See there,
3rd down
Bevu
and
got
14
inside.
for the Mustangs at their 25-yard line.
Casanovas, a dangerous pass there. Now a big 3rd down for St. Vincent.
See if we can pick up right here, leaping up for this one. Third and long for the Mustangs. To bring Brian Martin Martinez into a slot here on the right side, 3 to the left, excuse me. Pressure and a sack. The Vikings get to him. Helene.
Quarterback
Riley
sack
Helene.
by number 11, Riley Helene.
He's had kind of a quiet game, but he comes up with a huge sack
He's
right
up
there.
4th and a long ways to go for the Mustangs.
Almost untouched. Helene gets in there.
4th and 20 for the Mustangs
For St. Vincent to punt.
at their 19-yard line.
Rely on their defense. Get another stop.
Short kick. Punting has been an issue, but it gets a nice roll. Oh my goodness, that's huge as it rolls all the way to the 45-yard line. It looked like Montgomery's going to get it about the St. Vincent
As a
40.
result of the punt, the Mustangs
Instead it
down
goes
at the
the
Vikings
other way.
45-yard line. Well, Montgomery will take over 1st and 10 with 6:52 left in the game.
Here's the sack again.
And Helene off the edge. Nice play there. Now for Montgomery, you just got to chew the clock, get a couple 1st downs, make St. Vincent burn their timeouts.
Rebecca Waka dives to the 50, picks up 5 yards. He's so hard to bring down. He's so quick.
Number 30, Rebecca
stutter
Waka on the
steps.
carry. Tackled
He's had
by
a great
number
game.
56 for the Mustangs, Elvis Lacey. Picks up 5 yards.
Montgomery's going to try and shoot clock, but they got to be careful not trying to take down too much clock. They've been called for 2 delayed games so far tonight. So I got to check that back judge for when he starts his count.
That's hard, no play clock. So you got to really watch that back judge. Kind of know. Rebecca Waka again. This time they do a much better job wrapping him up. He gets 1 yard to the 49.
Number 30, Rebecca Waka on the carry. Brought down by
This will
number
be
32,
interesting
Dylan
if
Brown.
Montgomery tries to go for it if we get to a 4th
It's
down.
gonna be 3rd and 4.
Quick snap.
Quick snap. McGovern keeps.
It's going to be short.
Rebecca Waka has 18 rushes for 148 yards. Not sure. We got a penalty marker down. Bunch
Vikings
of
pick
penalty
up 3 on the
markers down.
play. Flags, multiple flags on the play.
McGovern did carry that last one, so 17 carries still for Rebecca Waka. Randy Moore, there's going to be multiple flags here. Guys were tugging and pulling on each other. Call's going to go against Montgomery.
That's not a very smart play right now if you're Montgomery. Don't put any doubt in the mind of the officials to call a flag against
foul
you
on
right
Montgomery's offense.
Yeah, they were in a position to either go for it or punt and pin St. Vincent fairly deep. Now it's going to back them way up. It's going to be 3rd and about 20.
Yeah, Montgomery could have had a chance to go for a 1st down. Really kind of ice this game.
Yeah, really would have. Yeah.
And you're giving St. Vincent a
Result
chance here
of the
with 1
penalty
stop.
from the spot of the foul. Montgomery has it.
Give
at
St.
the
Vincent another
38-yard
chance to
line.
get this game even closer.
Montgomery trying to go over 500 on the year.
And
they have a
4th
bye
down,
week
lots
next
of downs
week,
on
and
the
then they
penalty.
play Newman here at Jason Frenchy Field in 2 weeks.
So it did go to 4th down. So
yeah, it did
Montgomery
go to
will
4th down, yeah. Double whammy. Penalty was after the play, and now they will have to punt it away.
St. Vincent could use a big return right here, get themselves good field position.
Isaiah Wright to kick. Short kick, not going to be returnable.
The result of the punt, the Vikings down it at the 41-yard line for the Mustangs, 1st and 10.
Montgomery really dominated that last drive for St. Vincent. SV went 3 and out. And 5 minutes left, still a lot of time. St. Vincent gets a couple big plays, scores.
Yeah, they definitely need a big play right now. 5 minutes to play here in the 4th quarter.
St. Vincent still has a couple timeouts.
St. Vincent 3-0 on the year and haven't lost a regular season game in quite some time. Casanovas carries and picks up the 1st down.
Casanovas again, just
number 5.
so much more comfortable running the football.
And there's another flag on the play.
Such a weapon for St. Vincent. Looks like
there is a flag down, however.
More laundry. They're running this back.
Yep, holding against St. Vincent.
Holding on the offense, which will back up that play.
From the spot of the foul, however, which was well downfield past the 1st down marker. Backs him up to the 44-yard line. Still 1st down, but it's going to be 1st and about 8.
Result of the penalty is 1st and 7 at the 44-yard line for the Mustangs.
Casanova's in trouble. And down he goes. Oh my goodness. Patterson makes the play. Eugene Patterson. Donovan Patterson with a huge sack for Montgomery.
And Casanova,
Number
about the third time he's
75,
been
Donovan
hit.
Patterson on the quarterback sack.
After that play, he was not happy with his offensive line. He let him have it.
Mustangs have it 4th and forever, a.k.a. 4th and 21.
4th and 21.
Excuse me, second
down
and
21.
After 30-yard line, 2nd and 21.
Casanovas fires it in traffic, incomplete. Triple coverage there.
No flag.
St. Vincent's insists.
Pass is incomplete, broken up by the Viking secondary. It was going to bring up 3rd and long.
Some contact down there. It was 3 defenders in the area. Pass was intended for Antonini. It's been almost 200 penalty yardage assessed against the teams here tonight. Wow. 24 total penalties. That's why we're at 2.5 hours already. Still have 4 minutes of football left. Third and a bundle. Patterson almost got in there again. Donovan Patterson putting on some more pressure.
Pass is incomplete. It's going to bring up 4th and long for the Mustangs.
Fourth down. Low kick. Gets a nice roll for St. Vincent inside the 40. And that's where Montgomery takes over with 3:42 to go. St. Vincent does have the 2
down
timeouts.
The punt at the Viking 38-yard line where Montgomery will take over 1st and 10.
But it's going to take a bit of a miracle now for the Mustangs to even get the ball back here with 3:42 to go. I bet we're going to see a heavy dose of Rebekawaka right here.
Yeah, St. Vincent, the last couple drives, they've done a better job, but still, Rebekawaka has found some space. Montgomery needing a couple first downs and can ice this game.
Here he comes. His 18th carry of the night, and he gets about 8 yards. Over 150 yards rushing now. Ramasi's only playing in his 2nd football game. Again, he's more of a rugby guy. He's kind of shaken up on the play.
Rebekawaka on the carry.
Cramp
time, yeah.
Injured, timeout on the field. Official timeout. Brought down by number 6, Edwards on that run. Be 2nd and 1 when time resumes.
He's up.
With over 20 years of experience installing over 8 million feet of cable, Isetta Data, your best connection.
Rebekawaka coming off the field.
It's going to be 2nd and a long 1 for the Vikings at their 47-yard line.
Straight ahead. More flags.
And another flag after the play.
A couple more after the play.
Vikings run and multiple flags on the play.
Nothing's been reported yet.
Yeah, still waiting. Randy Morris collecting all the information right now. There was at least 3 or 4 flags. Going to go against St. Vincent. Sportsmanlike against the Mustangs.
Encroachment on the defense and a dead ball personal foul. The results of the penalties put Montgomery, the Vikings, at the Mustang 33-yard line, 1st and 10.
Get the chains moving here.
Yeah, they were a little late to the party. 3:19 to go.
American Canyon beats Vintage.
Wow.
16-13. Got a game-winning stop on 4th down.
Did not see that coming.
Vintage made a comeback in that game. It was 16-0. Vintage recovered an onside kick to get the ball back.
McGovern taking his time. Clock heading towards the 3-minute mark. 1st and 10 Vikings with the lead and the leather here at Jason Frenchy Field. Back judge starts his count. Not much doing there. James Keating now in the backfield. It's gone back and forth.
Vikings run on 1st down.
Montgomery to Newman, then back to Montgomery. Carries for about a yard right there.
2nd and 9.
So 2 transfers,
just outside the 32-yard line of the Mustangs.
Curtis Patton having Bobby McGovern come over to the sideline to bring in the play. Again, milking the clock. 2 minutes to go. St. Vincent not using their timeouts.
Montgomery's going to have to burn one here.
Now Montgomery burns one. We'll step aside and be right back.
Work with the English department pretty closely to make sure that their writing skills in science match what they're learning in their English courses. And being a small school, I really love that we could do that. So in larger schools I've worked at, it's kind of hard to collaborate because everybody's taking different things. At St. Vincent's, all the sophomores are taking biology, so I can work really closely with the 10th grade English course to make sure we're aligned and they're moving forward with their writing skills. Any discipline you go into, you're going to have to make a claim about something, some idea you're going to have to put forth, back it up with evidence, and explain your thought process behind it. And so they're doing that with their readings. They're writing about what they're reading and analyzing the stories and the...
2 minutes to go. Straight ahead it goes. Down to the 22, 23-yard line.
There goes a timeout. They get a stop here on 3rd down. They'll use one more. And
Number 4, Keating on the carry.
St. Vincent were to get the ball back. You got to get a
Timeout.
score and recover an onside kick.
Yeah.
For St. Vincent.
Onside kick, recovering an onside kick might be the most exciting play in football, especially in a close game.
It is. Well, I like the kickoff return too. That's not bad. We saw one of those tonight for a touchdown.
And don't forget that one Super Bowl, I think it was the Saints and the Bears, or the Saints onside kick to start the 2nd half. That turned the game over.
Again, tonight's game sponsored by Izetta Data and Communications, making it possible for us to bring you the action here tonight from Jason Frenchy Field. 3rd down and about 4. Keating hammered.
Oh, ball came out.
Ball may be out. Who's got it? Big hit that time by Rob Rooks.
So Montgomery's going to hold on to it.
Fumble on the play. Montgomery does recover. It'll be 4th down for the Vikings.
Rooks has been impressive.
I think St. Vincent burned their final timeout.
Yeah, they are down to 0. It looks like we have them on the board with 1 more left. But I'll take it away right now. How's that? 1:38 to go.
Timeout Mustangs.
I'm got to think, I mean, they're out of Tucker's field goal range. They'll probably end up going for it, or if you punt it, you could at least pin him inside the 20, even if it's a touchback. Then make him go 80 yards in about a minute 25, minute 30 seconds.
Montgomery cheerleaders have had a lot to cheer about tonight. Bye week next week for Montgomery. St. Vincent.
Fortuna.
Fortuna,
At
that's
Fortuna.
right. You mentioned that. That's a long trip.
Yeah, they'll leave Thursday afternoon and play Friday night.
Big game for seeding, however, as NBL play starts in 2 weeks. And we've got a penalty marker down.
12 on the field.
Substitution violation on Montgomery's offense. Back it up 5 yards. It'll be 4th and 15.
4th and 15, well out of field goal range now. Minute and 38 to go. McGovern near side, marker down.
Oh, I don't know about that.
I'm surprised they're throwing the ball right there, to be honest with you. See if we can see what might have happened there.
Refs are discussing it. Let's see.
Yeah, what could be offensive pass interference? I'm not sure.
They may wave it off. Yeah, I'm not sure if there's anything there.
Jack Davis arriving same time as the ball. Here's Randy Moore.
They're going to wave it off.
Yeah, they're waving it off. Yeah.
No foul on the play. The pass is incomplete.
So Fortuna
and
is going to go into that game 4-1. They lost 42 to nothing at
32 seconds left.
At Foothill from Palo Cedro.
1st and 10 for the Mustangs at their 39-yard line.
St. Vincent, you're going to have to go to your 2-minute offense playbook, your big play playbook. Obviously got to get a quick 7 and cover an onside kick. Got to go 61 yards here.
I'm thinking they don't have much field goal range, however, because they haven't. One time they got down there, they went for it on 4th down. 3 to the near side. Jack Davis takes the swing pass, looks for blocking, and look out, Jack Davis down to the 32. He got taken down from behind by Riley Helene, or he might have gone all the way.
From number 5, Casanovas, to number 8,
big first play
Jack
that
Davis.
they needed. Got out of bounds.
Taken out of bounds by number 11, Riley Helene.
Saves the
but
touchdown.
Not until the Mustangs get into Viking
Might
territory.
have got your wish, Michael. You might have got that onside kick. He breaks that one. We still got time. Casanovas flushed. Throwing for the end zone. He's got open. Jack Davis. Batted away at the last second. Oh, my goodness. Getting there was Helene again. Riley Helene. And I mean, he arrived.
Pass is incomplete in the end zone.
In the nick of time.
Broken up by number
St.
11,
Vincent may
Helene.
have a call here for
It'll be
pass
2nd
interference.
and 10 for the Mustangs at the Viking 32-yard line.
They're not happy on that sideline, and let's see.
Here comes Helene.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think he was not looking back for the ball.
St. Vincent with a legitimate argument there.
To the near side, Jack Davis steps out of bounds. Take a look at this. Slow down a little bit. You make the call.
Casanovas to number 8, Davis.
Yeah, that's a blatant,
short
no doubt.
Blatant
Pick
pass
up
interference.
3 yards. It'll be 3rd and 7 for the Mustangs at the Viking 29-yard line.
"30 yards away from pulling a little bit closer." St. Vincent hoping for a fourth quarter miracle here at Jason Frenchie Field. The Mustangs' perfect 3-0 record on the line. Casanova straight back. Now he rolls left, fires it deep. Davis was open, but he ended up throwing for Antonini. I don't think he could get his feet really set, but Davis was wide open
Pass
a little
is
deeper.
incomplete. It'll bring up 4th down for the Mustangs.
Here we go, 4th down. Davis has been the guy, and they really haven't covered him much. We've seen multiple occasions where he's been open, and even on this drive alone, they've been able to get the ball to him twice. One for that big play on the first play of the drive. At this point for St. Vincent, you're looking to get that 1st down inside the 25.
4th down. They hand it off. Jack Davis is not going to get close, but there's a marker down. Might be a face mask down there. That's what some of the players were indicating.
Yeah, he got brought down high.
See if we can see it here. This will give
Mustangs.
St. Vincent a little more life, if that is the call.
Flag on the play.
Yeah, he got grabbed from behind on the helmet.
Got another angle of it. Had some blockers out there, but oh my goodness, yeah.
Well, that'll give St. Vincent
Personal
15
foul,
yards.
face mask on Montgomery. It's defense.
Mustangs still alive with 58 seconds to go.
Hanging on by a
and
thread.
The Mustangs will have it 1st and 10 on the 13-yard line.
Just hoping for a chance. Clock is stopped, so they can take their time here. Casanovas fires it for Davis, far side. Breaks a tackle and gets out of bounds near the 1st down marker at the 3-yard line.
Pass is complete from number 5, Casanovas, to number 8, Davis. Pushed out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
Almost slipped and got knocked down there. Got lucky.
2nd and 1
stop the
for
clock.
the Mustangs, the Vikings 4.
Just short of the 1st down yardage needed there, and it's going to be 2nd and 1 with 48 seconds to go. Casanovas trying to direct traffic, ends up having to dump it off.
Pass is incomplete, out of bounds.
Took a
To
pretty
bring up
big
3rd
hit.
down. 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1.
Yeah, he's been hit a lot, especially in the second half, Casanovas.
Yeah, Montgomery defensive line has done a really nice job tonight. Third and 1. Still 41 seconds left in this football game. Handoff straight ahead near the end zone. He's not going to get in, and they don't have a timeout.
They got to go.
That was Dylan Brown.
Oh, they do stop the clock because then it's a first down. So you do get it stopped just shortly.
32, Dylan Brown on the carry.
They'll set the chain.
So defense stops, but Mustangs do pick up a first
34.
down. First and goal at the
Some of
one.
the Mustangs are saying to clock it, but see if that's what they do. Yeah, they clock it.
Montgomery's yelling at the clock operator to start the clock. The referee stopped the clock.
Yeah, right.
It was a first down. So the clock is right where it should be at 30 seconds. I don't think many of them saw that the official stopped the clock.
Yeah, and they have to, get the chains out of there, get the down marker in place.
Right. I think they sneak it here.
Second and goal.
Hard count.
Encroachment on the Viking defense, half the distance to the goal. Replay the down.
30 seconds to play here at Jason Frenchie Field. The Mustangs trying to tighten this up. Jack Davis.
He's in.
Touchdown, St. Vincent.
Touchdown Mustangs with 24 seconds left in the game.
So they can kick the field goal here.
Yeah, that would tighten it up and make it, if they get the onside kick, depends on, I don't know what their field goal range is.
Exactly. You make this, you recover the onside kick, make one or two plays, and yeah.
So what you're saying is there's a chance. El Balissi will try the extra point. Pulled it a little, but he got it through.
Point after attempt is good,
and
the scoring gap closes to 2 points.
And here we
Visiting
go.
Mustangs 35, your Vikings 37 with 24 seconds left in the game.
It ain't over until it's over. 24 seconds to go. I think I heard that somewhere before.
And credit to St. Vincent, this was a 37-20 game not too long ago.
Hands team, Bertus, hands team. You got to get those guys with teens and single-digit numbers in there. That's what you need right now.
Yeah. Safe to say I was never on the hands team when I was
playing
football.
No, never.
Thought I had good hands, but
yeah.
We had some good skill guys too. So. The key is where
into it.
Where are you kicking it to? I think I would kick it to the far side. We shall see.
Yep.
Now right kind of goes over in the middle. See, Montgomery's going to call a timeout here.
Oh, I see a couple guys with 55 and 50 out there from Montgomery in the middle. That's where I'm kicking it. Bertus is out on the field kind of directing traffic. "24 seconds. 37-35. Got our money's worth tonight, Michael, that's for sure.
Great game against with two pretty good teams. St. Vincent, one of the favorites in the Redwood again. Montgomery is strong. I think Division III, I believe.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting division. You got Ukiah's, a little bit better this year. St. Vincent's won the league a couple of years in a row. Got to wonder if they win it again this year, if they won't move up into the Oak. Onside kick time. Here we go. To the near side. It's loose. Montgomery has it.
And the Mustangs' onside kick attempt is covered by number 33, Johnny McIntosh.
Johnny McIntosh comes up with it. How about that? Fans starting to
Johnny
exit.
McIntosh covers the onside kick at the Viking 47-yard line. 1st and 10, Montgomery.
Well, we thought it was going to be a great game, and certainly it was. Came down to the wire.
No doubt. All you can ask for, right?
Got a great game Montgomery did from Rubba Kawaka. St. Vincent, Jack Davis had an unbelievable game. Got great players on both sides of the field.
Game with your Montgomery Vikings'
That'll
third
do it.
home game and win of the season. Montgomery Vikings 37 and the visiting St. Vincent de Paul Mustangs 35. What a contest.
This one
God bless.
is a
Travel
final.
safe, and we'll see you for the next game.
What a game. So that's going to be a final. Teams shaking hands. Montgomery goes to 3-2. St. Vincent drops to 3-1. We'll be back in just a moment. We'll put together a little player of the game interview coming up next.
First got to St. Vincent's, I was excited to coach, and I started coaching baseball, and I've coached baseball, basketball, tennis, and now I've coached cross country for the last 4 years. And by coaching, it gives me a unique opportunity to build a relationship that I wouldn't normally have with the student side of the classroom, a little bit more informal, and I appreciate the opportunity to have that relationship with the students in cross country. And I notice that it transfers into the next day at school. When I see them, we can talk a little bit more in depth about their life as opposed to what's going on in the classroom. And I appreciate that relationship that I've built with some of the students that I coach.
I think that the collaboration of all the coaching is really helpful and beneficial to us because we have our head coach and our last year's head coach working solely with us, and then we have the JV head coach also working with us, and then we also have the freshman coach who they all come in and they all offer their words of advice and wisdom, and I think it's very, very helpful for all of us, and it kind of helps all of us feel like there's always someone that we could get help from or talk to. And I think that all of the effort that's put in by everyone has been something that's unlike anything else I've experienced, and I've played sports ever since I was a kid. So I think that everybody works hard, and especially our athletic director, Ms. Campbell, she always is working hard and asking us, how are we doing, what do we like, and she's brought up, I feel like, all the programs to their full potential or getting to be the best that they can.
Hey, my name is Darren. I live here in Santa Rosa. This is my city, this is your city, and together, this is our city. And whatever the color of your skin, whatever the background, your story, your beliefs, we're stuck here together in this beautiful part of the planet. So we asked the question, what would it look like to love and support one another? So we're raising $100,000 and we're giving every penny of it away. We're throwing a party September 24th, Sunday night from 6 to 8 p.m. right here on the square in downtown. There'll be food trucks, there'll be face painting, there'll be live local talent, Ryan Woodard, Dustin Saylor, Seth Condry, and the New Vintage Band. It's gonna be an epic night. You don't wanna miss it. Click below to see all the organizations we're supporting that are helping people right here in our city. And click the donate button and get involved today.
With over 20 years of experience installing over 8 million feet of cable, Isetta Data, your best connection.
There's an amazing sense of community, and you get to know everyone on a personal level. It's not just you see people walking by and you don't know who they are. The teachers here are amazing. There's amazing academics and many opportunities to pursue athletics if you're interested. I've been a part of a leadership program since 5th grade, going all through middle school, and I decided to continue that in high school because of the values it teaches you. Values such as communicating ideas, responsibility, punctuality, and of course, leadership. These values are not only good just for school, but will help me later in life. And just in the 2 years I've been here, I've seen myself grow, especially as a leader, in being captain of multiple sports teams. And although there is a lot of hard work that is part of leadership, you're able to make many memories that you'll remember for the rest of your life, and even with people that you may not have expected to make them with.
What's up, guys? I'm Natalie Goodrich, the Director of Transit here at New Vintage. Transit is our middle school environment for 6th through 8th graders. We meet every Sunday, 5 to 6:30. If you are a middle school student or you know a middle school student, this is the place to be on Sunday nights. It's not called the best night of the week for nothing. We play games, we are always fun, we are always helpful, and we have such a great time. We promise you'll leave wanting more and excited to come back the next week. So, we'll see you next week, Sunday night, 5 to 6:30 here at New Vintage Church. Bring your people, get ready to have some fun.
All right, final score, once again, 37-35. Wow, what a game. Montgomery wins it by 2, and we are now with our player of the game, Amasi Rebekawaka. Did I say it right? Close, close. Get the mic up there nice and high. You got the start tonight. You haven't played a lot of American football, more rugby. Well, how do you like it so far?
It's great to play football. I mean, it's like the same thing as rugby, but my favorite is like football.
So that play you guys were running tonight was kind of a counter. You would start left, cut back to the right. Tell us a little bit about how that play develops, and then you kind of were reading things really nicely and getting some big gains.
I was just using like rugby skills, like the steps. They gave me like a coach to run straight, but I did my thing, just step around and just run the ball. That's it.
So what's the biggest difference for you in American-style football and rugby?
I think rugby is more like open game. But in football, it's like people are bunched up. So I just use my rugby skills just to move around, step around, and go.
One of the biggest plays of the game tonight had to be your kickoff return for a touchdown. Tell us about that play. That was exciting.
I just saw the ball came. I just saw the gap, just run, step, 3 steps, and just boom, go.
Yeah, that was awesome.
What after you lost your first game pretty big at Ukiah. Now you guys have won 3 or 4. What has changed for you guys to kind of go on this nice little hot streak?
We have a running back. He's hurt, so that's why I'm the first one to go in. I think it's pretty good. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Here you are right here. Let's take a look at this play. You kind of stutter step. Get and then you dove. You knew where the end zone was. You had a nose for the end zone on this play. That was a nice little move right there. And then tell us about getting to that corner, diving for that touchdown.
Oh, I always do that on rugby. I love to dive. Like, it's amazing. Great feelings.
So what does this win mean to you guys as a team right now? This is get you guys over 500, get on a little roll, and league play starts in a couple weeks.
This win means a lot to us. My coaches, I want to thank my coaches for teaching me the routes, and also my teammates for performing today. It's great.
And your defense came up with some big plays when you guys needed it tonight. Tell us about, especially those guys up front, putting pressure on their quarterback.
They were very good. I want to play defense, but they won't let me.
Oh, come on. Put him in, Coach.
Yeah. They were great out there.
I guess rugby, you go both ways,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Your offense
yeah,
and defense, yeah.
So they just put me in like running backs, but I'm good at defense too. So.
All right. Well, we'll look for you in the future. Maybe we'll see you out there on defense. Yeah. Did a great job on offense tonight. Well, that's going to do it for our coverage tonight. Congratulations once again on the win and being named our player of the game.
Thank you.
So the Vikings win it 37-35. Very impressive win for Montgomery. They are now 3-2 in regular season play, and league play starts in a couple of weeks. So we're looking forward to that. That's going to do it for our coverage here tonight. Hope you have enjoyed it. Until we meet again here, Michael Barabalt, thank you so much for being here tonight. Great game, and we look forward to seeing you again soon. Montgomery wins it 37-35.